and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing, man. We are back. Oh, wait a minute. Before I forget, I need to write this down. I got some stuff in it right now. Let's see. Damn, I have a flyer. I have some more information about the fight that me and Anthony Peterson is supposed to be commentating. Let me see. Did I download this? Hold on, guys. Let me see. Did I put it on my? Let me see. I guess I didn't. I don't think I downloaded it. This is the flyer. As a matter of fact, there's two fights that's going on. Oh no, I don't want to. I already have to save. There's two fights that's going on the 24th as well. Two independent fight cards. One in Milwaukee and another one in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, let me look this up. Make sure I got everything. Let me do an upload. Let me upload and let me do this because I want to show it to you guys. That one there and that one there. There we go. All right, cool. Hey, today gonna be a good show. Today, man. I can promise you that. Today gonna be a good show. Very informative, very educational today. Today is gonna be a very informative, very educational show. Took me like 10 minutes to put it together, about 15 minutes to put it together because I was just so busy. I'm sleeping right now. I woke up early this morning, about 5 something, and I've been working ever since this morning. So took a break, got something to eat and stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. So is the life of Coach Malachi Williams, man. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. True. All right, let me download this. Let me download this first so I can let me download this first, guys, so I can show it to you. I want to show you guys the flyers. All right. Let's download this one. That's going to be on the desktop. And let's download this one here. As a matter of fact, what's the name of the company? DF. I want to make sure I have the information right. I forgot the damn name of the company. Hold on. I thought I had it written down. I do have it written down. Okay. Let's go to my I want to go to my bookmarks, guys, because I want to show you this information, guys. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. True. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Al Money, always get money. Shout out to Yarmans. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Man, my sinuses is messing with me. It's the summertime, so man, my allergies are bothering me like crazy, bro. Shout out to L Harvey, PGH Big Dog. What's going on? Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Today gonna be a good show, man. I had a chance to do some thinking. Man, and about Edgar Berlanga. You guys do know that he fights this weekend, and Carlos Adames fights this weekend as well. But I was doing some thinking about Edgar Berlanga, man, and just I know I was just kicking it, talking about, man, the great Puerto Rican legends and stuff like that of that sort. But I was thinking about it, bro, and I'm like, man, the more I think about this, the more it makes sense. No one knows exactly who Canelo is going to fight next. No one knows. But I'm like, man, the more I think about this, bro, it seems like this definitely could be a play. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of in agreement with it. It should be a play. I also want to break down. I do know that last week we spoke about Badu Jack. He turned down the Canelo fight and all that stuff there. They said Canelo wanted him to get down to 180 and yada, 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 yada. Well, when come to find out, I didn't know anything about this. Badu Jack was on the Mike Tyson podcast, and he was the one that offered to fight Canelo at, I think, 175 or 180 or something of that sort. He was the one that offered to do that. And I guess Canelo called his bluff a while later or whatever the case may be. And, Badu Jack, like, man, they wanted me to drop weight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show it to you. I'll show it to you. I can, receipts. I need to come with receipts. So receipts will be the one to tell the story. Shout out to Yamas and everybody in the chat, man. Jamie Rivera. let's damn my sinuses, dog. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I have real bad allergies. So ever since I was a little kid. A lot of people want to know, man. This is the question I have: will Edgar Berlanga and Canelo go head to head on the Mexican Independence Day? What's next for Jamal Charlo? What's next for Charlo? And I'm going to show you how I'm going to tie all this in. Now, we do know that we're hearing all types of rumors. Nothing has been confirmed by nothing or nobody. We just been hearing rumors. We're hearing Canelo going to fight this guy. We're hearing he going to fight Bivol. He going to fight Badu Jack. He going to fight Charlo. He going to fight, Pookie. He going to fight Ray Ray. Come to find out, no one really knows what's going on. It's just a whole lot of speculation and rumors. Until something is solid and concrete, it's just speculation and rumors. No one knows, right? But let's continue. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the Mexican head-to-head Mexican holiday. I got a twist I'm gonna do with this. Anyways, now in a recent interview with Boxing Scene, Edgar Berlanga was asked about Canelo still being near the top of the pound-for-pound list. Berlanga, who is hoping to land a fight with Canelo Alvarez, said that Canelo is declining as a fighter. He's not the same fighter that he once was a few years back when he became undisputed. A lot of people have been saying that as well. Edgar Berlanga is hoping that he can land a big fight with Canelo for Mexican Independence Day, or maybe even Cinco de Mayo next year. But if he can land one this year, Mexican Independence Day, that'd be huge. I'm gonna tell you why. But first, he would have to get by Jason Quigley. You guys know who Jason Quigley is. He's famously known for getting knocked out by Demetrius Andrade. True. Some would say that this is Demetrius Andrade's biggest name on his resume thus far. Some would say. Now, if Berlanga were able to get by Quigley in an impressive fashion, which most people believe that he will, I haven't seen the odds, but I'm pretty sure Edgar Berlanga is probably a minus 6,000, 7,000 favorite over this guy. Just being facetious. But anyways, there's a good chance that he could face Canelo Alvarez. This is no cap, guys. This is no cap. No cap at all. I think that the main reason Berlanga signed with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Promotions is that he wanted to get a shot at Canelo. I think that's one of the main reasons why he went over there, in my opinion. As I stated before, Berlanga could be remembered amongst the Puerto Rican legends of the past if he could pull off an upset victory if he were able to get in the ring and fight Canelo. Coach, where are you going at with this? I'm finna show you where I'm going at with it right now. That is if Canelo chooses to fight him next. No one knows who Canelo is fighting. We heard a lot of rumors, and guess what? Nothing has materialized from the rumors. So no one knows until it's official. When I think of the Puerto Rican legends of old, I think about Edwin Rosario. I think about Carlos Ortiz. I think about Hector Macho Camacho. What time is it? Macho time. Macho time. You remember that? I remember, I think about Miguel Cotto. We think about Felix Trinidad. We think about Wilfred Benitez. And we think about Rafael Gomez, right? These are, and all of these guys are Hall of Famers. All of these legends are remembered. They're remembered because they had classic fights throughout their careers. They did. All of these legends are also in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Famers. Also, all of these Puerto Rican legends, they dared to be great. True. I would say, just like anyone else, I want to fight Canelo. I want to dare to be great myself. If Edgar Berlanga is, if Canelo is chasing greatness, then anyone who's trying to fight Canelo, they could be considered as chasing greatness as well. Someone trying to fight Canelo, instead of saying, oh man, he clout chasing Canelo. Nah, why can't he be daring to be great? He's daring to be great. If you're trying to fight a top guy in the division, it should be looked upon as daring to be great. That's all I'm saying. True. Now, Edgar Berlanga, he is a young fighter. He's a strong fighter. And he does have punching power. That he does. Berlanga doesn't have the experience that a Canelo would have. He doesn't have the experience. But he might be ready. This potential fight could be very similar to when Tito Trinidad fought young Fernando Vargas back in 2000. What was that? That was about 23 years ago. Y'all remember that? Although Vargas eventually got knocked out, got stopped in the 12th round, I think by Tito Trinidad. I think it was via TKO or knockout or something of that sort. The fight was very competitive. Now, some will say, Coach, what you talking about? I mean, even though Trinidad did drop Vargas 5 times, he dropped him twice in the first round, and then he dropped him 3 times in the 12th round, the 12th and final round when the fight got stopped. Even though he dropped him 5 times, But Vargas also dropped Tito Trinidad in the 4th round. Some would say that Tito don't even get started in the fight until after he gets knocked down. When you knock Tito Trinidad down, that's when he's really ready to fight. That's what some would say. Because Tito was known for getting knocked down in fights. In today's time, people will say, oh man, he chitty, he get dropped. Yeah, he get dropped, but what these jitter boys of today don't understand, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
True.
That's what killed me with a lot of these online boxing fans today. They talk about everything but the finishing. Yeah, he got dropped. But what happened at the end though? But don't worry about what happened at the end. They just want to focus on that one. They just want to focus on that one page in the book or that one chapter in the book, and focus on the chapter that supports their claim of their hatred and dislike for this particular fighter. And then when the fighter that they don't like finish him off, they say, "Oh man, it is what it is." JC said Berlanga's a hype job. Maybe he is a hype job, but maybe he's not. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's only had 20 professional fights. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm not gonna write him off. I'm not gonna write Edgar Berlanga off yet. I know a lot of Puerto Ricans don't turn on him, and I know I make fun and talk a little trash a little bit, but I'm not gonna write him off yet. Let's see what he does from this point forward. I'm gonna give him a shot. Right now, if Canelo is slipping like a lot of fans and experts say he is, then why not give Edgar Berlanga a shot at Canelo, or Jamal Charlo, or David Benavidez, or Coach Malachi Williams? We all looking for a shot at the title. They say Canelo slipping. I think he's slipping a little bit. I think I can take him right now. You guys know I'm just capping.
True.
I don't want no parts of that. For the right pay and a good corner, a good team in my corner that's prepared to throw the towel in, I would get in the ring and fight any of these professional fighters.
True.
We got to throw the towel in quick now. But anyways, if Canelo is slipping like a lot of people say he is, or maybe he'll end up like Fernando Vargas did when he fought Tito Trinidad 23 years ago. We'll find out. Please hate, like, share, and subscribe. Speaking of these Puerto Rican legends, man, I was sent back thinking, man, there's some hell of a fighters came out of Puerto Rico, bro. Some hell of a fighters that come out of Puerto Rico. Like, for real though, bro. Like, when I sit back and think about it, bro, like, Puerto Rico got a lot to be proud of. I don't know if Edgar Berlanga was born in Puerto Rico. Was he born in Puerto Rico? Or was he, if he was born in New York, can you really consider him Puerto Rican? Do the Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico consider New York born Puerto Ricans Puerto Rican?
True.
I'm just asking. Do the Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico look at Puerto Rican born New Yorkers as Puerto Ricans?
True.
Because the Mexicans in Mexico, they don't look at the Chicanos. They don't look at the Chicanos in America as Mexicans. I got a whole documentary on that. I have an entire documentary on that. The Mexicans in Mexico do not look at descendants of they don't look at Chicanos in America as Mexican. Like, y'all ain't a part of us. Y'all ain't a part of our culture. Listen. I got a documentary I can show you guys from Mexicans. A lady who moved from Mexico when she was like in her 20s. She lives in Chicago, and she saw the discrepancies in the cultures, and she interviewed a lot of people from who was born in America of Mexican descent, and she interviewed a lot of people who live in Mexico that's born there, live there, and I asked them questions about how they view Mexicans in descendants of Mexicans in America, and how the descendants of Mexicans in America, how they view Mexicans from the motherland. You get what I'm saying? But that's another story. So is it similar? Do the Puerto Ricans, is it similar like that? Shout out to my sister Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to D-Block talking about some facts. Shout out to D-Block, man. What's going on, fam? It is what it is, man. So we gonna see what's up. Shout out to Gertz. You say Benavidez posted on his story that him and Morrell haven't agreed on anything. Now, see, Gertz, this is what I'm saying. We hear a lot of stuff. We did hear that Benavidez and Morrell have agreed on the terms, and they're fighting in September and October. Come to find out, like what you said, Benavidez posted on his stories. I didn't see it, but I'm taking your word for it. If it is true that him and Morrell haven't agreed on anything. So we hearing a whole lot of rumors and speculations and stuff like that. We really don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like we really don't know what we don't know until we know it. Shout out to WCS, man, in the building. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. You know what I mean? Wait, what to say? Shout out to Chris McCoy. You say just got off and they had to jump on. I appreciate that, fam. Now, before we get into the show, guys, I want to talk about before we get into the show, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest man that the Wakandas, the Wakanda niggas live on earth, the greatest man that they worship and love so much. Shout out to Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Now this gonna be a good show. I promise you. This gonna be very educational show. Really good show. But I wanna pivot a little bit. Because I saw. Let me find this on Twitter. Somebody sent me this on Twitter. And it was about we're gonna talk about Bottle Jack for a minute. It was about Bottle Jack. This is Michael Benson right here saying that him and Benavidez and Morrell agreed on something, which they didn't. This is about Bottle Jack saying that a lot of people thought that Canelo's ducking Bottle Jack, this and that. He tried to do this and do that to Canelo, and Canelo tried to strip him down to this and that. And that's what I was told. That's what came to me. That's what not what I was told. That's what Bottle Jack put out there on his Instagram page. What Bottle Jack didn't tell was, as a matter of fact, let me see can I find it first. Because if I find it, then I'd rather show you the receipts. The receipts beat anything, right? Because I can say anything out my mouth. There's an old saying that we say down here in Florida, you can make your mouth fried chicken. But nothing beats receipts. Let's see what's up. All right, here this dude right here. Let me see. Did I okay, I didn't shit. I need to. Oh, I also got a video right here with Bomac. Bomac say that Errol Spence fan, an aerosexual, not an Errol Spence fan. He said that an aerosexual threatened his life, threatened to kill him. About his comments he made about Errol Spence. Doesn't that sound familiar?
True.
I'm looking at the video right here. This video right here, Bomac talking about how aerosexual, he's a teenager too, a young kid, a flaming aerosexual. Say future Hall of Fame coach Bomac says when Crawford beat Spence's ass, there's going to be an excuse. But then right here, Bomac tells a story to Fight Hub TV how a 14-year-old radical aerosexual threatened his life over a comment he made about Errol. Wow. And guess what? Now you guys do know that them aerosexuals are motherfuckers. Now them aerosexuals, them some violent motherfuckers. Like you really to throw it all away and take another man's life, woman's life, or whatever, and throw it all away, do life in prison, or risk getting killed yourself for a man who don't give a damn about you, don't know you, and literally said that he don't even rock with YouTubers. Like he don't even rock with YouTubers at all.
True.
Like you can't make this up. But anyways, to the flaming aerosexuals or the flaming whoever fan bases out there, the radical fan bases who come from the alphabet boys, 99% of them come from there. That's their rhetoric that they like to spit. Who come from there more than likely, or come from any of the radical Hispanic channels that's online that kind of like they're Wakandas as well. If you come from those communities who like to go online threatening people, this is what I think about you. Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Now, let me sit back and see can I find this article right here. See, can I find this article? Let me see what's up. Let me see. I need to find this article right there. I see the super chat. I got the super chat. I will get to it. I have the super chat. I will get to it. I see you. Let me see something. Let me find this. Okay. So, Bottle Jack is saying right here. Hold on, guys. Let me get the super chat out of the way. Shout out to Raphael.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter up. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I'm already hearing that hearing the who has Morrell fault from the Canelo FBA camp. Fanboy Bodyguard Association. Always some mental gymnastics with them. Right? Hey, I ain't never heard of that. He said the FBA camp, Fanboy Bodyguard Association. You know, they actually, you can tell when a fan base, it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Crawford, Spence, and Canelo, Tank, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, it doesn't, Tyson Fury, Wilder, Joshua, it doesn't matter who the fan base is. When the fans automatically go to saying, well, who he fought? Oh, we know what? Well, my fighter ain't got to fight him. Who he fought? Let's look at his resume. He ain't fought nobody. When they go to saying that is witness protection talk.
True.
Oh, goddamn. Here we go, boy. Here we go.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah. When they go to doing that, he ain't fought nobody. See, then when they go to saying you ain't fought nobody, and then when they go to saying that when they go to throwing up 3 or 4 or 5 other fighters that you would need to fight first before you fight their fighter, that's those people are a part of what the Raphael say. The fanboy. He said what he say? The fanboy protection. Let me see what he said. What you said? He said the Fanboy Bodyguard Association. Those people are part of the Fanboy Bodyguard Association. When they go to talk, okay, wait a minute now. Hold on now. What you mean you want to fight Food Revolution? Hold on now. Food Revolution, she undisputed. She got the belts now. Now wait now. You got to fight her. Wait, but I'm the number one contender. I'm the number one contender. I said I don't fought 15 number one guys in a row to get to this point. I don't fought all of your mentors. I don't beat all of them. And now I'm the Minotaur. What's happening? Hold on. You fought Whole Head Cheese? Yeah, I fought him. Okay, you fought Pork Chop Willie? No, yeah, I fought him. What about Shawty Big Nuts? Yeah, I knocked him out in the second round. Not that Shawty Big Nuts, huh? What about Hobo Sam? Yeah, I beat Hobo Sam. Okay, did you fight Third Leg Tyrone? Yeah, I fought Third Leg Tyrone too. Okay, they got them. I fought them. Okay, what's you fought? You fought Goku? Yeah, I fought Goku. You ain't fought Goku. Yeah, I fought Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta. Okay, beat. What about Frieza and Cell? Yeah, I beat Frieza and Cell too. Okay, what about Krillin? Yeah, I beat Krillin. Okay. Oh, I tell you what, I know you ain't fight doggone Optimus Prime. No, you ain't fight Optimus Prime. Yeah, I fought Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Megatron, Starscream, and Soundwave. Damn, he don't fought all of them. Shit. God damn, Oh, hold on. Well, who you fought again? You ain't fought nobody. When they go to doing that, you ought to know what time it is.
True.
Hey, when they go to add all these stipulations, see what I noticed about a lot of these boxing fans, they like to build barriers and roadblocks for why we shouldn't get fights versus building bridges for why we should get fights. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Rebel Life Boxing. Rebel Life, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Jackie Hernandez, Food Revolution. What's going on, sis? It is what it. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. You get what I'm saying? They like to build like, bro, we just want to see 2 dudes get in the ring and wallow. These dudes right now, they be adamant about it. Won't threaten you. They got shooters. They gonna pull up. You better not come to the fights. My homeboys, he down with the Dino Bots. My cousin, she got into a wrestling match with Voltron. They go to say it all like, bro, what is this? They say, Devin Haney said best. They say everything but let's fight.
True.
Nigga say, hey, they say everything but let's fight. Now, let me see, can I find? Let me see. Hold on, what did he say? Oh. He talking about Canelo. Oh, so I'm looking at the video now. He's saying something about cutting off his leg. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see what he's talking about. Did he? Okay. So he says right here at the 1 minute. I'm gonna show you guys the video. He says right here at the 1 minute mark. I'm not gonna let you guys hear it. Well, I'm gonna let you guys hear it. I should let you hear it. He says right here at the 1 minute mark. Because he did say that, hey man, that's a lot of weight. I gotta cut my leg off to make 175 and to make 168. That's what he said. But then he also, as a matter of fact, let me retweet it so I can pull it up. He did say that. But I don't know. I don't think he called him out though. This ain't no call out. What year was this? I wonder what year this was though. What year was this? Oh, this June 2023? Oh, this June 2023. No. This July. Sorry about that. This July 2021. Okay. All right. So July 2021, 2 years ago, he said that this was before he moved up, probably the cruiserweight or something of that sort. See, this why everything got to have a context to it. In July 2021, he said that he'll fight Canelo at 175. Canelo fans are saying, well, Badou Jack is the one that said he'll fight Canelo at 175, and then Canelo said, okay, I'll fight you at 180, and then now he crying and this and that, and Badou Jack clout chasing. But the context is he said this 2 years ago. What weight was Badou Jack 2 years ago? You get what I'm saying? What weight was he 2 years ago? But that's neither here nor there. So that's that right there as it relates to that. What weight was he 2 years ago? I would have to look that up. 2 years ago, I don't know where he was at, so he probably could make 175 or whatever the case may be. But 2 years later, 2 years after the fact, he can't make that. That was 2 years ago. So, time that went by, a lot of stuff, So, I mean, I get where Canelo fans are coming from and stuff like that, but come on, man, that was 2021, dog. That was 2021. But I don't want to talk about that. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something. When I think about a lot of the guys, the Puerto Rican legends and stuff like that, I'm not saying that Edgar Berlanga is a Puerto Rican legend. I think he's from New York. I don't know if you guys really consider him Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But he's Puerto Rican. He's from New York. Stuff like that. A lot of Puerto Ricans in New York got a strong base there. I remember when what's my main man name? Antonio for Fernando Vargas. Do you guys remember Fernando Vargas? Fernando Vargas fought everybody. He wanted all the smoke. The thing is with Fernando Vargas, he jumped in the ring with legends, guys who are Hall of Famers now. He jumped in the ring with them too early. He wanted all of the smoke, and he got beat by every last one of them.
True.
Hold on. Did he fight? Did he fight Wiki Wright? Damn, something telling me Fernando Vargas. Hey, where Jamie at? I know Jamie though. Hey, Jamie, did Vargas fight Wiki Wright? Did Vargas fight Wiki Wright, guys? I think he fought Wiki Wright back in the day. Yeah, he beat Winky. Yeah, he did. Okay, yeah, he fought Winky Wright. Okay, yeah, I had to think about that, right? I said, damn, I think he fought Winky Wright. I think he fought Walker Wright, Winky, and beat him in a decision or something of that sort. Okay, yeah, all right. So Fernando Vargas fought everybody, right? He fought everybody. Now, the one thing I would say, he ducked no smoke, but a lot of people would say, especially when you sit back and reflect on it, he fought those guys at the wrong time. This is where matchmaking comes into play. He jumped in the ring with Trinidad. You know, he jumped in the ring with wicked right. I think he fought. Did he fight? Damn, my damn nose running, man. He think he fought De La Hoya too. I'm gonna have to put some paper in my damn nose. It's been so damn long, guys. My shit. It's been so damn long. Hold on, guys. Let me blow my nose. Fucking shit. Blow my nose right quick. All right, man. I'm back now. Sometimes, yeah, he beat Ike Cortez, but Ike Cortez, I don't know how old Ike Cortez was. Ike Cortez probably was past his prime at that time. You know what I mean? Because I thought Ike Cortez had beat Oscar De La Hoya. I thought Ike Cortez got robbed against De La Hoya. So, but anyways, Fernando Vargas was a strong young bull. He's a good father right now with his boys. His boys doing well. Right now, his kids is doing well. As a matter of fact, I need to show you guys his flyer. This is where we're going to be calling this fight this weekend. We're going to be calling the fight this weekend. No, I don't want that. Hold on, guys. That's that one. Put that over there. Go back that way. And hold on, guys. Let me do it like this. Go there. And then move this over here. Okay, cool. Because I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys something. I was what I was looking at, guys. When I was, I told you I was doing some research. I remember, guys. All of these guys, I told you, a lot of these guys in the Hall of Fame, a lot of the Puerto Rican legends, and of course you are known for who you fight. Who you fight matters. We talk about that all the time. Again, Edgar Berlanga is young. He's we do know the famous bite incident, tried to bite somebody. We do know that Edgar Berlanga claim to fame was, I think his first 15 or 16 fights, he was knocking people out in the first round. He was coming to the ring with Fat Joe and the Terror Squad. He got, they was giving him jury, ice. He's the next, they was comparing him to the next Miguel Cotto. And they was talking about he's the next Tito Trinidad, this and that, and all of that stuff there. And then his last 3 or 4 fights, I think he won like his first 16 fights by knockouts. I think his last 4 fights, he ended up going the distance, with better competition. And I tell you guys that who you fight matters. So Edgar Berlanga, he benefited from the matchmaking that Top Rank was doing for him. But, with Bob Arum, you're not going to continue to fight tomato cans. You're going to have to start fighting the tougher competition with Top Rank. So when he started fighting a little bit better competition, that's when things got a little tough. He still won those fights, but things got a little tough. His last 2 fights in particular, though, a lot of people felt some type of way about him. A lot of people felt like he lost his last fight. And I can see why they felt that way, especially his last fight. It was very, very close. Hell, I kind of thought that I forgot the guy was he fought a man. Fuck who the guy. Damn, I watched like 6 of this guy's fights. He's pretty good too. He's kind of old now, but Edgar Berlanga had what the guy was he fought last? My mind went blank today, dog. My mind went blank today. Shout out to Jamario. Jamario, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest in his DI, man. Jamie Rivera, what did he say? He did not look good his last 2 fights. Nah, he didn't look good his last two or three fights. Because the competition got better. The competition got better. You know what I mean? No, when you're fighting better competition, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, Angulo, that's who we fought, Gonzalez. Good looking out. Juan Carlo, Angulo. Yeah. He said Coach don't look like he smoked yet. Yeah, no, I smoked earlier. I had smoked earlier, but no, it's my sinuses, dog. I got real bad allergies. Like around this time, I got real bad allergies, man. So my allergies fucking with me hard. I smoked earlier, but I'm good, though. I'm good. But you get what I'm saying, though. So, I'm not gonna lie. My criticism have been kind of harsh on Edgar Berlanga. It ain't like he Jaime Munguia. It ain't like he 45. It ain't like he 45 and 82 knockouts. That's totally different.
True.
Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia fight each other. That'd be a damn good fight. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You get what I'm saying? That'd be a damn good fight. You feel me? Hey, shout out to D-Block. D-Block said, Jaime, he just a baby. D-Block, hey, D-Block, you already know what time
We
it
the
is.
Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these
I'm not
people out.
scared.
Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names,
who they
please.
is,
The
bro.
names need to be
But they know who
named.
they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican
Monster,
not getting that much
Indian.
respect.
Nello.
You know, I was thinking about Wilfred Benitez. You know, when he fought Wilfred Benitez, man, he was beating ass, bro. When he came out the gate, Wilfred Benitez was a bad boy, man. A lot of people, y'all should look him up. A lot of the younger guys, y'all look up Wilfred Benitez, man. He had won like his first 29 fights in a row. Won a lot of them. He probably won a lot of them by knockout, stuff of that sort. A lot of those fights up until that point. Then he fought, I think he got his first loss, I want to say 1980. Was that 81? I'm gonna have to look this shit up. He lost to Sugar Ray. I think Sugar Ray was his first loss. He fought Sugar Ray. I think Wilfred Benitez, he fought Sugar Ray. He lost to Sugar Ray. I think Sugar Ray stopped him in like stopped him in like the 14th round or something of that sort. Because they fought 15 rounders. He fought Roberto Duran. I think he beat Roberto Duran. He lost to Tommy Hearns. And I think in a decision. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. Because that was one of my uncle Benny, that was one of his favorite fighters. That was one of his favorite fighters. Hey, Jamie, you know Jamie, because Rafael Gomez, yeah, man, for Rafael Gomez was a bad boy, Hall of Famer, definitely Hall of Famer, man. And what they say, you said Rafael was shifty in that pocket. Yeah, he was very shifty in the pocket. Yeah, Benitez did beat Durant. He did beat Durant. You know, I'm not comparing Jaime Munguia to those guys, but at the end of the day, he's only had 20 fights. And you get what I'm saying, guys? I don't want to throw them. You get what I don't want to. My criticism have been harsh on them. I said, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start giving some of these guys, it ain't like it's not like he's Jaime Munguia. It's not like he has 48 fights. You know, he has 70. He has 42 fights, 42 wins, 75 knockouts. You get what I'm saying? But we talking about Puerto Rican legends here. We talking about, hey, what did you say, Jamie? That was in 79? Okay, yeah, I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old then when he did that. Shout out to Angry Black Nick fan. He said, yeah, but Edgar talk too much. There's a whole lot of fighters talk too much. Whole lot of fighters talk trash. Floyd Mayweather talk trash. Ali talk trash. Larry Holmes talk trash. Whole lot of fighters talk trash. You know, so, I mean, what, you don't like him because he talk trash? You know what I mean? He's a trash talker. Shit, if I was a fighter, you definitely wouldn't like me.
True.
Shit, much shit as I talk.
True.
Hey, much shit as I talk, boy, shit, I'm a shit talking motherfucker, boy. I'm pound for pound. Shit, I'm in the top 3 in the world. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rocky Marciano.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something once and for all. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
And, you know, now that I think about it, I think around that time when they fought, I think what you said, 79? Let me see, 79. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got paid like they got paid like record high paydays for at that time. I think they fought at welterweight. They got paid record high paydays at that time. If I'm not mistaken, Wilfred Benitez got paid. I want to say he got paid a little over $1 million, something of that sort. Like probably like $1.2 million, $1.3 million. I think Sugar Ray got paid like a $1.1 million or $1 million or something of that sort. That was a lot of money for those guys back then. Now, fighters today and fans today say, oh man, they had a big fight like that and they only fought for $1 million. 1.2 million or $1 million, that ain't nothing. No. You got to factor in inflation in today's time. I think $1.2 million today. As a matter of fact, let me pull up my inflation calculator. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me pull up my inflation calculator. Let me pull it up right quick. Let me let you guys see it. That's what now again, I'm not getting into the fantasy info. I ain't doing none of that, but I'm trying to prove a point. Let me show it to you guys. I'm typing in right here. If you can see right here, can you guys see this inflation calculator? This is a CPI inflation calculator. Can you guys see it? Yeah, y'all should be able to see it. $1 million in 1979 was $4.1 million, almost $4.2 million today. That's what that would have been. So that was the equivalent of that. That's what Sugar Ray, I think that's what Sugar Ray got paid. And I think Benitez got paid $1.2 million. Calculate that. That should be about $5. Okay, that's equivalent to $5 million today. So that was a lot of money. So when you hear boxing fans, oh man, they ain't really make no whole lot of money like that. Like even the top fighters, like the Rays and them, they ain't make the money like that. That's a lie. That's not true. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to Food Revolution. What's going on, sis? Shout out to JC. JC, what's happening? JC? What's happening? Shout out to James Rudd in the building. The one Mr. Ham. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dade County's finest. Killer Cam, what's happening? Fam? Flex BH, what the link read? You feel me? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, like this dude here, man, man, listen, man, Wilfred Benitez was a motherfucker, man. hey, I'm trying to tell you, boy, he was a motherfucker. Shit. You get what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying Jaime Munguia is that, but what I'm saying is, let's give him a shot. I know a lot of people saying he trash, he garbage, but he only had 20 fights. Let's see what he does. Well, let's see what he do from this point forward. And I'm gonna tell you my angle why I think that. Hey, man, I don't know, man. That doggone Canelo and Jaime Munguia, Canelo and Edgar Berlanga. Sorry about that. Edgar Berlanga. I said Jaime Munguia. That Canelo and Edgar Berlanga. I don't know. That might be a good shot. Again, don't nobody know who Canelo's going to fight. Nobody knows. We hearing everything. Him and Charlo was close. We heard him and Badu Jack was close. Canelo and Charlo baby mama is close. Canelo and Coach Malachi is close. We don't heard Canelo close to signing, fighting everybody. And guess what? It's all been rumors and speculation. Nothing has been confirmed.
True.
So until something has been confirmed, you know what I mean? We don't know what's what. We really don't know. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna drop the phone. Hold on. What we got? How many lights we have? I kind of want to drop the phone lines. All right, we need 85 more lights. Once we get 85 more lights, I'll drop the phone lines. You know what I mean? I will drop the phone lines. But you get what I'm saying though? So we gotta I'm gonna get a kid a shot. I'm gonna give him a shot. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rod. Rod, what's going on, fam? You say Canelo versus Big Bad Suleki. hey, shout out to I Am Cam. He said, I will pay for Canelo versus Coach on the Zone. Listen, the only way I fight Canelo, it has to be under one stipulation. In the contract, it has to be that any sign of trouble that I may be in, my corner have to throw the towel in. Because that's the only thing we working on in training.
True.
Now, D-Block, hold on. Hey, shout out to Marquis. He said a great Rican hype. There you go. Hey, Marquis, is it just me? Now, Marquis, I ain't gonna say who said it now. I'm not gonna say who said it, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I'm not gonna say who said it, Marquis, but sources say, some of the people, they say that you, Rick, and a couple other sapsuckers, I don't want to name right now, they say all y'all do is hate.
True.
I ain't saying it, Marquis. I'm just saying I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But you know, they say, man, every time Marquis come around, he always hating. He be hating. Let's see, Rick be hating. Doggone Coach Eddie from the ATL, he be hating. You know, that's all they do. They just hate. That's what they say. I didn't say it. You know what I mean? You know, but we're just gonna say sources say.
True.
Sources say. You know what I mean? Sources say. You feel me?
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
You know, and I was thinking about let me see who else. What other guy I was thinking about? Shit. What's my main man name? What the other Puerto Rican legend name? Wilfred Gomez. Refredo Gomez. Yeah, Refredo Gomez. Refredo Gomez. Shit, what year did he retire? That motherfucker, he was a motherfucker too, man. Refredo Gomez, boy. Let's see, that motherfucker, he was knocking mother. As a matter of fact, Refredo Gomez, shit, he Salvador Sanchez knocked him out. I think Salvador Sanchez gave him his first loss. Salvador Sanchez knocked him out. He had like, I think Refredo Gomez had like what, 30-something knockouts in a row? Hey, Jamie, Refredo Gomez had like 30-something knockouts in a row before he fought Salvador Sanchez. You guys know my favorite Mexican fighter of all time. Salvador Sanchez is the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. That's what I say.
True.
He died early. He got killed early. RP to the legend. Yeah, man, he had like 30 something, 30 or 31, 32 knockouts in a row before he fought Salvador Sanchez. And then he came back and bro, he was a mug, bro. He got knocked out by Salvador Sanchez. Then I think 3 years later, he probably had like 10 or 11 more fights, knocking motherfuckers out. And then he like all knockouts and TKOs. And then I think he ended up fighting the Professor, one of my other favorite fighters of all time, the Zuma Nelson, the Professor. I think the Professor knocked him out late. The Professor got him out of there in the late rounds. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Shit. Shout out to Flex BS. He said Benitez retired broke. His dad was a compulsive gambler. Took all of his money. And when he turned pro, became champ at 17 years old. Yeah. He did become champ at 17. I think that was shit. Was I born? When did he become champ? Was that 76, 77? That about 1976, 1977, right? So up in there? About 1976. I was probably about 2-3 years old. Shout out to Bruce Gas. I think I was about 2 or 3 years old when he became champ. 76, Jamie? Yeah, I was 2 years old in 76.
True.
Bruce Gas was that? Yeah, I was 2 years old in 76. That was a bad motherfucker, that boy. Doggone Refredo Gomez and Lupe Pintor. Hey, Lisa, that was a classic. I think Refredo Gomez got him out of there in the 15th round. When did Lisa? That was Refredo Gomez got Lupe Pintor out there. I think he got him out of there. He stopped him in like the 15th round. It was either the 14th or the 15th round, if I'm not mistaken. Got him out of there. About the 14th or 15th round. But that fight there, that was a hell of a fight there, bro. That was a hell of a fight right there. That was about the 14th or the 15th round. He stopped him. Do you know how hard it is to stop a dude in the late rounds? Bro, do you know what type of conditioning you have to be in to stop a motherfucker in the late rounds? You're talking about Puerto Rican legends. You get what I'm saying? Bro, you're talking about some beasts. It ain't none of this stuff that's going on today. You know, you're talking about some dudes, man. Listen, Tank Davis said it best. He said, man, them old school guys, he said they was a lot meaner, a lot tougher than these guys that's boxing today. Tank, I was glad Tank won me over when he said that. When Tank said that, Tank won me over. He won me over when he said that. Because at least he recognized that. Those guys was built different. It ain't none of this stuff. It ain't none of this this crazy stuff. We know we building barriers for why we shouldn't get the fight, putting up roadblocks and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Y'all already know about that, Dun Dot. I already know about that. What Benavidez said. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, bro, it's just them guys talking about Puerto Rican legends, bro. Like, nigga, man, Rafael Gomez and Wilfred Benitez, man, come on, man. Now, my nigga, please. Dog, and they'll go Rafael, and listen, the dog going on. Hold on, man, hold on, man. Damn, my damn nose, man. That dog Rafael Gomez was a knockout artist, too. Him and, hey, what round that was? Hey, Jamie, what round that was the professor got him out of there? Because I think he fought, Salvador Sanchez knocked him out, stopped him. Salvador Sanchez Salvador Sanchez beat the brakes off of him. Nigga, Salvador was all in the pocket with him. He was dipping in and out, bap, slipping, countering, rolling, catching and shooting. Salvador Sanchez used to do the shoulder roll too. When he come up out of the pocket, he never came out of the pocket straight back like this here. When he came out of the pocket, he always came back out with that shoulder right there. And then as soon as you throw, he'll catch with the shoulder. And after he catch with the shoulder, Salvador come right back in there with that lead right. Bap, bap. Come up that lead right. Bap. Come up that left hook. Bap, bap, bap. And listen, man, Salvador, boy, I'm talking poetry in motion, boy. Motherfucker, boy, shit. Listen, boy, dog, listen, I used to love me some Azuma Nelson too, bro. Azuma Nelson? The professor? Oh, my God. Boy, oh, man. Oh, listen, boy. Oh, bro. I remember him and my main man on Pernell Whitaker fought. Zuma Nelson and Pernell Whitaker fought later on. But boy, hush, boy. Man, shit. Shout out to JC. What's happening, man? Nelly Content. What the link read? Hey, listen. Knockdown 305. You right. Salvador Sanchez was always in a position to strike.
True.
Always.
True.
Always in a position to strike. Man, this man, listen, you know you gotta be a bad motherfucker, dog. You gotta be a bad motherfucker. You stopping, you knocking motherfucker out. He had 32 fights in a row. No, he had 32 knockouts in a row. 32 knockouts. You get what I'm saying? And you stop a motherfucker like that. You put the Beats by Dre on him? Hey, we got to get the likes up. I'm going to drop the phone line, but we need 200 likes. We need 60 more likes. We need 60 more likes. Hold on. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man. Motherfucking man, shit. Nigga, motherfucking man, doggone Rafael Gomez was nothing, man, shit. Man, these motherfuckers here, man, shit. Well, I be trying to tell motherfuckers, bro. Listen, man. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Motherfucker, Rafael Gomez was special. That man was special. This man had about, let me see. He lost 3 fights. He was 40 something in 3. I think he might have had a draw, but he had like 40 something knockouts. He had like 47 knockouts. Literally. You get what I'm saying? Literally. Yeah, boy. Shit. I'm telling you, he putting them paws on motherfuckers, man. Shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling the K Diamond. You say my uncle used to like Frankie Randall and Benitez. Yeah, Frankie Randall was a bad boy too. Absolutely. Frankie Randall was a bad boy. He showing up was a bad boy. Flex BS, you say Gomez was the beast. Now, I'm not saying that Edgar Berlanga is any of those Puerto Rican legends, but he's only had 20 fights. You know, maybe, again, we did see Fernando Vargas back in the day. A lot of people felt like he got rushed, he got moved up too fast because he jumped in there with Tito Trinidad. He had no business getting in there with Tito Trinidad. He fought De La Hoya, had no business getting in there with that. A lot of people felt like you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of those fights he had, he got in there too early. The matchmakers never should have put him in there. Knots Million said Berlanga, not even a tune-up for Canelo. I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. Shit, because if you believe the hype, then Canelo ain't been looking too good. According to what they're saying, so it is what it is. Angel said Berlanga's a hype job. I mean, he might be a hype job. Who knows? Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But he's only had 20 fights. He's only had 20 fights. You get what I'm saying? So he's only had 20 fights. I have been kind of critical of him in his last 2 fights. But, I mean, who knows? He's only had 20 fights. Let's see. It's too early to say he's a hype job at the moment. I mean, if you think Edgar Berlanga's a hype job, surely you must feel that way about Jaime Munguia. Surely you must feel that way about Jaime Munguia. If you feel like Edgar Berlanga's a hype job, how do you feel about Jaime Munguia? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I was going to say he only had 20 fights. Only difference is Jaime Munguia don't have 85 fights. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, when I sit back and think about it, and I'm going to tell you why I think that, if that fight were to happen, because shout out to Matthew Bishop, what's going on, fam? If that fight were to happen, because nobody know who Canelo's going to fight next. Nobody know who Canelo's going to fight next. No one. But as a matter of fact, let me let you guys hear something. Let me show you something. I want to show you something. Let me show you something right quick. I got something to show you. Something's in play right here. Edgar Berlanga on Canelo. I don't think he's at where he was before, but he's still a beast. So he did say Canelo's still a beast. New article, right? He says several things have changed over the years. A number of U.S. presidents have walked through the door. We ain't worried about all that fluff, right? The constant, and by and large, that has remained the same is Canelo Alvarez residing near the top of virtually every pound-for-pound list. Those days, at least according to Edgar Berlanga, however, have come and gone, right? He said, I think he's declining. This is what Edgar Berlanga said about Canelo. This is what he's told to the boxing scene. I don't think he's where he was before. A lot of people are saying this. He's not where he was before after he became undisputed, especially after Dimitri Bivol put them paws on him. They say in part because Berlanga's assessment has been actuated by Alvarez's recent string of performances. After fully unifying the super middleweight division in 2021, Canelo Alvarez came up woefully short against Dimitri Bivol and followed that up that outing with his listless showing against John Ryder. They forgot all about the Triple G fight. They forgot about the Triple G fight he had after the Dimitri Bivol fight. So, although he would go along to snag the victories, both against Berlanga, Berlanga 20-0, 16 KOs, were far from impressed. So Berlanga, potentially a Puerto Rican legend, legend in the making. Berlanga said he was far from impressed for what Canelo performances. He's only 26 years old. As 26 years old, continue to stalk Canelo Alvarez's every move in hopes of luring him into the ring. So they say he's stalking and chicken hawking Canelo, trying to lure him into the ring, like Demetrius Andrade, like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo, he fought in 2 years. He's still trying to get that fight. Now, they say he's quickly returning his attention to his upcoming foe. As you guys know, Edgar Berlanga will be fighting this weekend against Jason Quigley. If you don't know who Jason Quigley is, you got to look him up. You get what I'm saying? So, it says Berlanga is viewed as the overall favorite with his glowing confidence, assuming that Quigley doesn't become obtrusive, right? On that night, Berlanga wholeheartedly believes that a showdown against Canelo Alvarez and himself will happen much sooner rather than later. This is what he's saying. He said Berlanga is still assessing Alvarez and what he has left in the tank. Canelo has a lot of fights. A lot of people saying that he's fell off tremendously. He said, although his Hall of Fame credentials can't be denied, Berlanga doesn't view Canelo as indomitable force that he once was before. And a lot of people are saying the same thing. A lot of people. Let's hear what he says right here. I want you to hear what he's saying right here. It might be something to this. It might be something to this, guys. I don't know, because everybody's trying to fight Canelo. I'm trying to fight Canelo, too. I reached out to Edgar Berlanga, so I ain't heard nothing back yet. But I'll let you guys know when I hear something. Shit, everybody's, I'm trying to come up. Shit, fuck the dumb shit. I am trying to come up. Let's see what's up. Which one is this? All right, this is it right here. This is it right here.
I don't want to overstep Quigley and just think about Canelo, because the 24th I have an opposition I got to destroy, you know. So my main focus right now is Quigley. I know the Canelo fight is on the verge to make it to coming true, you know. It's there already, you know. But like I said, if I don't perform, if I don't make a statement, if I don't, the new improved Edgar Berlanga, you know, I feel like nothing will happen unless I perform on the 24th.
Okay.
So I don't want to overstep
Let's hear it one more
Quigley
time.
and just think about Canelo, because the 24th I have an opposition I got to destroy, you know. So my main focus right now is Quigley. I know the Canelo fight is on the verge to make it to coming true, you know. It's there already,
Okay.
you know. But like I said, if I don't perform, if I don't make a statement, if I don't, the new improved Edgar Berlanga, you know, I feel like nothing will happen unless I perform on the 24th.
All right, so we'll see what's up. So, if a fight can be made with Edgar Berlanga and Canelo Alvarez, because we know Canelo always fight on either Cinco de Mayo or he fight on the Mexican Independence Day. Those fights would definitely have to happen on one of those dates. And I told you guys, I've been telling you guys this. Jamie Rivera, check this out. I've been telling you guys this. You got guys in the chat, oh man, he ain't ready for Canelo. Okay, but he daring to be great. What happened to daring to be great? He's daring to be great. So he's the only one. So certain fighters can dare to be great, but Edgar Berlanga can't. But I've been telling you guys this. If it was me, when that opportunity comes, because don't nobody know who Canelo's going to fight in September. But when that opportunity comes, if Edgar Berlanga is one of the guys who get chosen, whether it's in September or whether it's May next year, you have to tie in the great Puerto Rican and Mexican rivalries throughout boxing. You got to tie that in. You have to. There's no way around that. Because that's what I would do. You have to talk about Tito Trinidad and Fernando Vargas. You got to talk about that. You got to talk about what the other dude, what the Mexican dude that Rafael Gomez fought. Damn, I forgot his name, man. Zarate. Damn, Lisa, you got to help me out, Lisa. Carlos Zarate. Rafael Gomez fought him, right? Hey, what's going on? Where Lisa at? Lisa, I see you now. You got to help me out, Lisa. When that was Julio Cesar Chavez. We know he fought Hector Camacho. Julio Cesar Chavez, Hector Camacho. Julio Cesar Chavez. Damn, my mind going blank, dog. Julio Cesar Chavez and is it Edward Rosario? Rosario, right? Like you gotta create a whole storyline. You know, Puerto Rico. Then we know Salvador Sanchez and Rafael Gomez. We ought to know that. We got to create a whole storyline. Rafael Gomez, Lupe Pintor, right? You got to create an entire storyline. You know, that's how I would market it. And I think if you do that, you can sell that fight.
True.
I think, you know what? I think if you do that, guys, you can sell that fight. That's what I think. That's just me. If they, you know, that's what I think they should do. If you do it on the Mexican holiday, you do it on Cinco de Mayo. Listen, you do it on Cinco de Mayo. Lisa, you do it on Cinco de Mayo. Cotto versus Margarito. Well, we know Margarito cheated the first fight. You do it on Cinco de Mayo, or you do it on Mexican Independence Day, and that's how you promote that. That's how you tie it in and promote it. Make it a Mexican versus. Make it a Mexico versus Puerto Rico war. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, you give me Jamie. I've been saying this for a minute now. You gotta have a storyline in order to sell it. He said, bro, don't compare those guys to that like that. That's a slap in the face. Angel Rivera, I don't know if you slow or you stupid. I'm not comparing them. Give your ears an opportunity to hear what your mouth won't let you. I'm not comparing them. If you listen, I'm saying that's how you sell the fight, not comparing. I'm saying how you sell the fight. You tie in the great Mexican and Puerto Rican wars of the past and rivalries of the past, and you tie that into this fight, not comparing, but you tie it in to sell the fight. Some of you motherfuckers just like, you guys is just either slow or dumb. Like, what part of that shit you don't understand? Like, for real though. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, shout out to DS. What you say? You say Berlanga versus Munguia would be a good fight. Berlanga versus Munguia would be a good fight. I totally agree with that.
True.
I totally agree with that. That would be a good fight. Shout out to I Am Cam. He said, give your ears a chance to hear what your mouth won't let you. Yeah, that's what we say down here in Florida. Give your ears an opportunity to hear what your mouth won't let you. Motherfucker be, you know what I mean? Motherfucker be so much into their feelings, they don't even hear the plot. I specifically said, look, dog, this how you sell a fight. Not comparing them to any of those guys. I won't compare Canelo to any one of those guys. I don't do that. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know I don't compare any of these guys to the old school guys. I specifically said from a salesmanship standpoint. Sales is the key word. Listen, shout out to Raphael. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, if my dad don't know who Berlanga is, that fight ain't selling. Ain't no bombs on Telemundo and Univision. Okay, but shit, hey, listen. Okay, hold on. I tell you what though. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people said that, according to Canelo fans, according to Canelo fans, a lot of people said that he said, Coach, breaking news. Dan Raphael, Canelo versus McGregor. Yeah. A lot of people said that Canelo versus John Ryder did very well in Canelo versus Ryder did very well in Mexico. If Canelo, and let's say you had that fight in Mexico, who knows? I don't know. But I disagree with that. I think that Canelo, if you sell it right, versus Edgar Berlanga, now, you probably ain't gonna fool a lot of the hardcore boxing fans, but depending on how Edgar Berlanga looks against Jason Quigley, whether he fight him in September or he fight him sometime next year, I think because of the Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry throughout the history of boxing, I think that fight can sell. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Shout out to Bless 365. Carmen Wolf said government paid for a bunch of tickets and gave them to residents. Do you have any receipts on that? Because they do the same shit over here in America. In America, they give out a lot of tickets over here to sell fights, to sell fights out. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know where that's coming from, but do you have any receipts on that? Because I do know that they give out tickets over here in America. They do that. They do that a lot over here. Sometimes giving out tickets is a part of the game. But how many they gave out, I don't know if that's true. Shout out to Flex. You say it could be sold, but Berlanga said he has to shine. Can he? But listen, this is the thing though, Flex. We're gonna find out Saturday. We're gonna find out Saturday. You get what I'm saying? He said, Rick Tim, what did he say? He said, Berlanga's a hype job for real. 4 straight decisions, two of the wins controversial. Got dropped and saved by the bell versus Coceres. He said, ref robbed Angulo. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people felt that way about the Angulo fight. I thought Angulo won that fight myself. He said, dude with his boo-boo since stepping up. Fool for Canelo. But Rick, I think y'all missing the point. See, everybody missing the point. Like, I think y'all missing the point right now. Y'all missing the point right now. You know, I'm talking about from a historical standpoint, rivalry standpoint, the way you can sell this fight. Bro, like, y'all don't get it, dog. You know what? You know what it is? I got a background in sales and marketing. I got a background in sales and marketing, so I can't expect y'all to understand where I'm coming from. Y'all don't have my background. Y'all don't have my background. I get it. Shit, it motherfucking shit. And listen, you had people who, and you got Fat Joe and the Terror Squad behind them, this and that, bro. Like shit, but nigga, I can sell some shit, bro. Y'all don't know. I want to say Cookie Monster. You said don't believe in care what Rick James says. He hates Canelo.
True.
Hey Rick, what they say, boy, Rick, they say you're up to your own ways again, huh? They say, yeah, man, Rick hate no Canelo again. Hey man, let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, man. It is what it is, man. We're gonna go ahead and drop the phone lines. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to my main man, man. Shout out to my main man, Rick Till. Shout out to Marquis. Shout out to Rick Marquis, man. Y'all gotta storm my dogs out now. Y'all can't be triple teaming and quadruple teaming my dog Rick. Now don't be doing them like that.
Talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. And it is what it is, man. I'm finna drop these phone lines in a minute, man. And hold on, man. I gotta say it one more time, man. For the fabulous set trips, anybody that feel like set tripping today, my allergies is bothering me like crazy. I'm not in the mood today. You might get cursed out today.
Gloria Day and the set trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
Swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping high for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
All right, I think I'm back. Nah, we ain't finished. We not finished. Man, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. The internet went down, man. I don't know why this internet be going down over here, dog. I'm hardwired to the internet and every goddamn thing, bro. Like this shit is frustrating. This shit is frustrating. We back, y'all. We back. We back on the scene. We back on the scene. I don't know what the fuck happened. I literally had to. I have two different kind of internets. I have one internet hardwired, and that internet went out. I had to switch to the other internet, and you know, so it is what it is. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, phone lines open. Phone lines open, man. It's pouring down, raining outside as well. So, I mean, it's pouring down right now. So it is what it is. Let me go ahead and drop the phone lines, man. 530-494-9636. Phone lines open, guys. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. It's pouring down right now. I wish I could show it to you guys, but it is what it is. But yet, still, I have my internet hardwired, though. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Can I switch to the other internet? See, can I switch to the other internet? Hold on, guys. See, can I switch to the other one? Let me see, can I switch to the other one because my face looking kind of blurry on this one. Hold on, guys. Let me see, can I? I wonder this internet back on. Is it back on? All right, it looks strong right now. Why is it saying the connection is weak though? Let me try to hardwire it again. Let me try to hardwire the internet again. Hold on, guys. Bear with me one moment. Nah, that ain't back. Hold on, caller.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hold on, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Coach? This is Ron from Vermont, man.
Ron from Vermont. Talk to me, fam.
Man, I wanted to make sure your phone still work. I was like, man, it's time to call Blood Boxer. Everybody in the chat was talking about they think the goons got you. They thought the goons had you, Coach.
Oh, no. They think who got me?
They thought the goons had you. They thought the people pulled up on you, got the addy.
Oh no, yeah, I ain't worried about that. They ain't shit. I ain't worried about that.
Know.
Yeah, you know, I ain't shit. nigga be a damn fool. Nigga be a damn fool to come over here.
Yeah,
anyway.
it was just comical.
Yeah.
Hey, but yeah, like that whole situation with Canelo, man, he is starting to get fraudulent. I mean, I believe everybody. Put it like this, Coach. You know, he did all of this thing. He fought all those good people for belts and things. But now he's really being trapped, and he's kind of like making himself look stupid when he didn't want to fight Badu Jack at his original weight. But I can see why people are really mad at him about the Benavidez fight, because at least Benavidez fought someone that was relevant to Canelo, which in the Plant fight was. So why is he trying to go around this guy to fight somebody who hasn't been fighting in 2 years? If that's the case, if he's fighting Charlo, which I doubt he's gonna fight.
What do you think about Edgar Berlanga though? Edgar Berlanga is fighting Jason Quigley this weekend. He says he wants to fight Canelo. He did sign with Matchroom. I think he's with Matchroom DAZN. So we know Canelo likes to work with Eddie Reynolds, if not like to work with Eddie Hearn. Do you see an angle to where because I have a video actually I'm going to play, just part of an interview that Eddie Hearn did with DAZN, with DAZN. He did with DAZN with Arka Barak. I got an interview where he's talking about this, about Edgar Berlanga could potentially land a Canelo fight. He said that'll be something that they would be looking to make, but he has to look very, very good. He has to have a very good performance against Jason Quigley. I'm gonna play the receipt. So.
Of course. I look at it like this. They not guys with belts, even if they do have a good show on with Berlanga. But I would see why Canelo would pick him over those guys, because he does have a large following when he's winning, like Berlanga does. But that's the thing, like these guys haven't fought each other.
Canelo got all the belts.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but like everybody would question why was he fighting Berlanga. But I would think it would be because, you know, Berlanga has an audience. But like these guys didn't fight each other also, like Canelo asked them to. You know what I mean? Like Charlo versus Andrade. But I could see that fight possibly happening. You know, you made a good pitch with that. Because Dead Zone is the place where it's at. Dazzin, that is, you know, and they got all the chips. And Canelo got the audience. And Berlanga going to probably bring an audience. You know, that's the way I look at it. Because people get hyped over him. Yeah. For no reason. Actually, why, you know.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. He's fighting the guy that he's fighting Jason Quigley. He's fighting some would say that's Demetrius Andrade's leftovers. So he's fighting the guy that Demetrius Andrade fought. They fighting a common opponent. Are you? I know you're a huge Andrade fan. Would you look to see how fast Edgar Berlanga could stop Jason Quigley?
Of course.
You know, so
of course. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it would be like a lot of hype around him if he knocked him out quicker than Andre did. So yeah, I would definitely see how everybody would get hyped up to see a Canelo versus, you know, Berlanga fight. I could see that happening. If that happens, you know.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like from how I would market. Again, I'm speaking from a marketing standpoint. I'm speaking from, you know what, man, I can work with this, boy. You know how I can tie that in. But again, Edgar Berlanga has to have a magnificent performance against Jason Quigley. You know, he has to look good his last three fights. You know, I mean, you know, if he look good against Jason Quigley, you know, will that be enough to land him the Canelo fight in September? Again, I think at this point, the people who don't like Canelo, it's Demetrius Andrade. It's not Demetrius Andrade. It's what's my main man name? David Benavidez a bust for a lot of those people. If it ain't Benavidez, people ain't going for it. But shout out to Ron from Vermont, man. Hey, thank you so much, brother, for calling the show, man. Salute, fam. Vermont, stand up.
Yep.
I mean, I get it. I get it. You get what I'm saying? It's and then he's talking about Badu Jack. I mean, from the video that I played, Badu Jack was the one that recommended. But that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. I have to re-emphasize that was 2 years ago. He the one that's saying that, hey man, you know, he'll fight him at 175, but that was 2 years ago. You can't come back 2 years later and say, yeah, man, I'll fight him. You know, I'm gonna give Edgar Berlanga a shot, guys. I'm gonna give him a shot. The Puerto Ricans might have turned on Edgar Berlanga. That's fine. The Puerto Ricans might have turned on Edgar Berlanga, but I'm gonna give him a shot though. I'm gonna give Edgar a shot. I'm gonna see what he do. I'm gonna see what he do this weekend. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater as of yet. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, what's up, Coach? It's Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from B-More, talk to me.
I've always been a fan of Canelo Alvarez. Like so many fighters, he comes from the mud, man. His story, the great story. He's fighting for chickens and pigs and shit in the street to feed his family. I mean, you don't come any more, you know, humble than that. And I've always been a fan of his. But I gotta say, and I've always defended him. I always told people he's not the type of fighter that's gonna duck anybody. And when he moved up and fought Golovkin in his very first fight at middleweight and his second fight, I felt real good about, you know, defending him that he doesn't, you know, he's not a duck. But I have to say, he's straight up ducking Benavidez, man. He's ducking him. The guy been his number one contender for a good while now. He's constantly calling Canelo out. It's the fight that boxing fans want to see, and he's not paying no attention to the guy. And I haven't heard one good reason from him why he's not trying to fight him. So
yeah, a lot of
people
can't
defend Canelo anymore.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. Like even some diehard Canelo fans. Well, I don't want to say diehard because the diehards, Canelo can't do no wrong. They love the freckles on his face. They love the follicles in his hair. They love everything about him. So those guys, I ain't talking about those guys. I'm talking about those Canelo YouTube channels. Lord have mercy. But a lot of the Canelo fans now, some of them are saying, wait a minute, man. Now we ride with you, Canelo. We've been defending you, dog, but you picking everybody but this one guy. And this guy's your mandatory. Why is it that when it comes to this guy, there's a whole lot of reasons why we shouldn't fight him versus we hear stuff like he doesn't bring anything to the table. He hasn't fought anybody. He doesn't have a fan base. His baby mama not bow-legged. His sister don't have freckles like Canelo. You know, you hear all of these different things, and now some of the Canelo fans are starting to see like, wait a minute, man, dog. Now this kind of crazy. Now we will ride with you on this now, but now you know they say Benavidez, he's not Mexican. He's really Ecuadorian. You know, I hear everything, but you get what I'm saying. So I do get that. But what you think about Edgar Berlanga?
Yeah.
Edgar Berlanga, what you think about him?
I'm like you. I'm not ready to throw him out with the dishwater like so many fans do, like they did Regis this past weekend. I agree with you. That guy Regis fought. That guy ran all night long. I tried to tell, I mean, he just ran, man. I mean, now Regis didn't look good. I'm gonna give him that. But,
he didn't look good now.
But as far as Berlanga, I do want to say one other thing about Canelo before I move on there with Berlanga is that I'm gonna tell you why Canelo does not want to fight Benavidez. I don't think he fears Benavidez, but what he fears is losing a good chunk of the Mexican fan base, because the reality is Mexicans want wars. We know this,
right?
And I don't mean to stereotype, but we know it's true. And Canelo's fan base was huge and getting even bigger when he fought Golovkin the first time. But we've seen what he did. He boxed him. And after that, he lost a good chunk of the Mexican fan base. A lot of them, they turned on him because they didn't want that. They don't appreciate that. And in order for Canelo to beat Benavidez, he's going to have to box him. He's not going to stand there and trade with him. He's not going to win that way. Benavidez too big for that, and he's too good and too much pressure. His chin's too good. Canelo going to have to box him, and even then, it's probably going to still be real close. And I think he feels like the Mexican fans will abandon him off of a fight like that. That's my personal take. Regarding Berlanga, I mean, what can I say? I mean, the guy looked like so many fighters looked. He looked like a barnstormer for his first several fights. But I don't know. I think that he made some money, and personally, I think that's what did it. You'd be surprised. It don't oftentimes take millions and millions of dollars. Sometimes it just takes some money, and I think he backed off his training some. You know what I mean? I think he's let up and started to buy into his own hype. Yeah. But I tell you what, I don't think he deserves a Canelo fight really at this juncture with Charlo and Benavidez and some more other worthy opponents.
You think Charlo is a worthy opponent at this point? There's a lot of people been called on the show. Well, a couple of people who from Houston, some of them are diehard Charlo fans, and they hate Canelo with a passion. They say that Canelo picking, I'm trying to talk about Edgar Berlanga, but Canelo picking Jamal Charlo at this point is the cherry pick because he hasn't fought in 2 years.
Well, that's because you can't make people happy. I'm not going to throw Charlo under the bus either because he's had some personal problems. Let's face it, man. This happens. And plus, I don't think his money's been right over there, and I think that's part of the reason why he hasn't been fighting. I think he and his brother are taking a little bit of a stand to tell Heyman that at this point, look, man, you got to stop paying us like chumps, and whenever you feel like it, I think that's got a lot to do with it. But even if it's personal problems, it doesn't negate what he done prior to that.
Yeah.
And lots of people have been pining for that fight. And he hasn't fought in almost 2 years, but to me, I think he's more deserving than Berlanga. Berlanga not only needs to look good this weekend, he needs 2, 3, 4 good performances in a row against some improving competition in order for me to take him serious. Because really, in my mind right now, he's just a prospect, a popular prospect.
Yeah. And
like you said, he's got power. I mean, he's got the tools, but lots of fighters have those things, And lots of fighters make fast hearts. They get matched softly early on, and then when you start putting them in with some slightly better competition, then you start to see, who they really are. And that's where I'm at with Berlanga. I don't really know who he is, and of course he wants to fight Canelo. Like you said, hell, me and you want to fight Canelo. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, but just saying you want to fight somebody shouldn't warrant, you getting a shot. So, just to get back with Canelo, one more thing is, I've always been a supporter. I've always defended him, man, but I can't defend him no longer on this Benavidez thing.
All right.
It's just, I just can't do it.
All right. Shout out to Jared for being one. Salute, fam. Shout out to Jared. Hey, man, there you have it. There you have it now. It's a whole lot of... now, there's some diehard Canelo YouTube channels out there now They don't feel that way. You know, they don't feel that way at all, boy. Now I do. There are some that I know that I rock with. They do want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez in September. You know, I know one in particular. But Edgar Berlanga, man, you know, again, the man only had 20 fights, though. I'm gonna give him a shot. You guys know I've been criticizing him. I've been criticized. Now I feel like my criticism of Jaime Munguia is warranted. But Jaime Munguia did fight in the dog fight against Sergey Derenchenko this past weekend. So I'm kind of like, he fought, he stepped it up a little bit. You know, he went back and forth with Derenchenko. That was a good fight. He showed me he had bite down and stuff like that. But Edgar Berlanga, he only had 20 fights, man. I'm gonna give him a shot, man. I'm gonna start criticizing him for now. I'm gonna see what he looks like this Saturday. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's happening, man? It's Canelo Alaverez.
Casino, talk to me.
What's going on, man? Hey, man, Rick from Boston. Where he from?
To my Rick Timms?
No, last person just talked.
Oh, that's Jerry. Jerry from B-More.
Oh, Jerry, yeah. Jerry, hey, he hit the nail on the head, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could tell he is a Canelo fan too, just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hit the nail on the head, bro. Canelo is embarrassing everybody who ever stood up to him right now.
Yeah.
Like I can't even, like, I don't know what to say. I'm going to just wait to see what happens. But I'm not going to be happy with nobody other than Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I got to treat him like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like how we say we don't want to see Tank fight nobody but Haney. And we don't want to see, we always got somebody who we don't want to see Arrow fight nobody but Crawford.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a responsibility. And you know what I'm saying? He got a responsibility being Canelo. Like, he's Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He got a responsibility to either do what you're going to, like, you gotta be great. You gotta be great, win or lose. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And when the number one contenders at the door, you got a responsibility to fight them. And if you're not gonna do that, you gotta do like Triple G did. Like, you're gonna have to drop them belts, you're gonna have to retire. You gotta move out the way. Because at the end of the day, no matter what he do, he holding up the division. Because no matter who he fight, they don't deserve to fight. Other than only person who deserves to be fighting next for them belts is David Benavidez. I don't want to see him fight Badu Jack, because if you fight Badu Jack, that's still holding up the division, because that ain't got shit to do with the division. Like, why would you be undisputed at division and you ain't trying to hold this shit down, man? You got to get off the pot. Like, that's what he gonna have to do, bro, because this shit is embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, see, that's all I got. I don't want to see nobody. Like, I don't want to see Charlo. I don't want to see Berlanga. I don't want to see nobody but the number one contender.
Yeah,
that's the only person I want to see.
Everybody's saying that. Shout out to Casino Life Prayer. Salute, fam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying the same thing. A lot of people saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hard for even the most diehard Canelo supporters to support him at this point. Why you ain't fighting David Benavidez? Now Benavidez is allegedly supposed to be fighting David Morrell, or he's not fighting him. I don't know. Again, we don't know nothing until everything is official. We're just hearing a lot of reports, but nothing has been official yet. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's James Rudd from Richmond, Virginia.
James from in Richmond, Virginia. Talk to me, fam.
I got a chance to watch Showbiz, the adult show today. I was off today, so I was enjoying myself. I love your show, but Showbiz is more about Canelo ducking because I think it was going to be his fight. If he retires, do you feel that's a duck?
You talking about if Canelo retires from boxing today?
Without fighting David Benavidez, without settling the question of their fight. You know what I mean? That's a big fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
The main fight that all the people want to see is that fight.
Yeah.
And I don't think Canelo takes it this time, but I think he needs to take it before he retires. I was just wondering what your thoughts was.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's a duck. Because I mean, you can't say that, hey man, we got to see the Crawford Spence fight, and that fight been like 5 years in the making or 4 years in the making. And if we can finally get Crawford Spence to fight each other after all the politics, after one guy had to leave his promotional company and fight on BOK Prime and, go through what he went. If we can finally get that fight, there's no reason why the cash cow face of boxing in North America shouldn't fight as mandatory. If you can fight your mandatory, if you can fight your WBO mandatory with John Ryder, surely you can fight your mandatory WBC mandatory. You know, so
Absolutely.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
2023 been a good year. I don't know if we get it this year, but that would be a great fight. What you think about him fighting Charlo? Think that's a good fight? Great fight.
You know what? Listen, Charlo ain't fought in 2 years, but I think it'll be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe Charlo, maybe this the fight that he'll get up for. Like, we might see the best version of Charlo. Now, I will say this. This is the thing that get me, James. A lot of people say Canelo is slipping. He doesn't look the same. He's falling off. He's slowing down. He's had over 60-something fights. So if that's true, fine. That's true. But then they say Jamal Charlo coming off a 2-year layoff. He's coming off a 2-year layoff. So this is a guy that's going to have ring rust. His time is going to be off. He's not going to have his legs up under him. But you're dealing with a guy who's coming down in his skill set. He's slipping, and another guy coming off of a long layoff. So a lot of fans of Jamal Charlo are saying that I dare Canelo choose him because that's a cherry pick at this point because he hasn't fought in 2 years. But then the flip side of that is, okay, you guys say that Canelo won't fight a slick black fighter. Now he's picking a slick black fighter. Now you guys complaining about that. But the context is this is a slick black fighter that's coming off a 2-year layoff. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. But if that fight was to present itself, Jamal Charlo got to take that fight. He have to take it. He have to take it.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I don't think Canelo really lost too much of a step. He's still great. I mean, his resume speaks for itself.
Right.
I mean, you can name David people he's fought, and you name Jamal people that he's fought, and they're nowhere near what scalps that Canelo has took over his time in boxing. But I feel like he has a better time beating David Benavidez. Benavidez comes straight for it. I mean, he comes straight to you, brings it to you. He's good at it. He's got an engine. He's good. I like him. But Canelo eats that up. He's that counterpuncher. Eat him over some power shots. So Charlo, I think he'd give him the heart attack. Just because Canelo, if you don't overly pursue him, and like Bivol did. Bivol just stood there with that jab and that cross, and he was content on doing that all night. That's why he won.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Well, shout out to James from Richmond, man. Salute.
That's my 2 cents, Coach. Yeah, this is my 2 cents. I love your show. That's all I had to say, man.
Yes, I appreciate you, man. Virginia, stand up, man. DA, stand up. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if you Charlo, you got to take that fight. If you Charlo, you have to, no matter what, you know. And then who knows? Maybe Charlo can pull it off. Again, we're hearing a lot of speculation. Let me get the super chat out the way. Shout out to Marcos Gutierrez. What do you say? Dropping that $2 super chat. You say Canelo versus Charlo or Benavidez, Berlanga versus Munguia. Now, I think that'll be a great fight, Marcos. Berlanga versus Munguia. Yes, sir. I totally agree with that. I'm with you on that, fam. But Edgar Berlanga versus Jaime Munguia, what do you guys think about that? That could be a Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry right there. I'm all about the rivalry now. Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry. Munguia versus Edgar Berlanga. What you guys think about that? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, fam.
All right, good. I'm like you, man. I also want to fight Canelo, bro. You know?
Right.
And I'm gonna make sure I go down in the first round like Bruce Feldman did it. Tyson. He wasn't even touched. I'm gonna take a dive.
Right.
Yeah, man. And another thing, Jerry, keep calling, man, because I like this dude. He knows boxing, bro. I like when Jerry calls, bro. I'll tell you, Berlanga. Coach, I feel like if he does get the fight, you know, he's skipping the line. I don't like it, but it's what it is. So I feel that Berlanga's not ready for Canelo.
Right.
You know, but I agree with you 100%. He did great. You know, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So if the opportunity comes, hey, why not? You know? So if he gets that win, hey, he might become the man. Or, you know, another Puerto Rican, who knows? But, you know, I mean, I really don't, he hasn't really done much to me. You know, like, again, I feel he's not ready. But, you know, to be honest with you, Coach, on Saturday night, right? It's a fight?
Yeah, he fights Jason Quigley Saturday night. Now, another option is this, though. Okay, if you feel that Edgar Berlanga's not ready for Canelo, that's fine. What do you think about Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia?
Hey, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, that'll be a good fight, man.
Puerto Rico versus versus Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like you say, man, bro, that should sell, man. That right there should sell. That will do. Believe me. Because we Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, we get down, bro. Yeah. That's what we do. And Coach, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. Saturday night, since I feel that Berlanga already and he might skip the line, my money is on the Eurobomb. And that's all I got, brother.
All right, so
later, Coach.
Well, y'all be boy. God, hey, boy, the Puerto Ricans don't play, boy. The Puerto Ricans, boy, they would kick you to the curb in a minute. Boy, if he moving funny, hey, the Puerto Rican fans, a Puerto Rican boxing fan like the black boxing fans, boy, if he moving any kind of way, if he moving funny, we would kick you to the curb. And this is the thing, right? Because you have history as, history is an indicator of what you've seen. You've seen great, African-American studs and great Puerto Rican legends get in there and how they conduct themselves in the ring and stuff like that. And the thing is, when they don't see a guy moving like that, they look at him sideways. They say, this dude moving funny, dog. He ain't moving right. We don't like the way he moving. Dog. They'll kick you to the curb quick. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, it's Rick from Toronto.
Rick from Toronto, talk to me.
Yeah, so there are a few points that a few other callers, I think John from Richmond, Virginia, 2 points that you made were quite valid. In the context of, like, Canelo, say, in the aspect of certain viewers, him slipping, the term slipping. Now, he's 32 years of age. What do you think his ceiling is?
I think he's 33.
For age.
He's 33 now.
Okay, he's 30. Okay, he's 33. What do you think his ceiling is for additional years of fighting?
I think Canelo probably got another good 2 years in him. He has to be very selective about who he fights at this point. He has a lot of wear and tear on him. When he's having surgeries now, that means his body's breaking down. I think he had a knee surgery before. Then I think just like they had to go in there with doing like a microscopic knee surgery or something of that sort. That's what I think, because he was a knee brace. I'm hearing he's having elbow issues. He just had surgery. I don't know what he had surgery on, maybe his hand or something of that sort. So his body is breaking down. He's had a lot of fights.
Right. So let's take into context, like a lot of these bluebirds and fucking Canelo. I'm not a Canelo fan. I'm a boxing enthusiast. I would say that. Now, for example, he's been fighting since he turned 15 at pro. Now, some of these motherfuckers that call in, they can't even hold a job for 6 months. And this motherfucker's been fighting for well over 16 plus years. All right? That has to take a toll on you mentally as well, right? But he survived through and through all that aggression. And I forget which, was the Casino president said that, he's been fighting in the streets and shit for chickens and fucking.
No, that was Jared. Like that was Jared. Yeah.
Go ahead. Right, that's fucking real shit, right, Coach? That's real fucking shit.
Yeah. What does that have to do with him fighting David Benavidez?
What I'm saying is, okay, yeah, Benavidez is a great fight, right? But I'm saying that we shouldn't. I think Charlo would be equivalently good. Not equivalently good. No, not equivalently good. But Benavidez would be a higher desired fight that I would want to watch. But I kind of feel for Charlo. Like he's kind of fucked up. He's going through a lot of shit with himself personally and whatever. And he needs this payday. I think he needs this payday really bad. And it will help him out personally. But at the same time, maybe as you're saying, fucking Charlo will like fucking pull up his socks, right? And be like, yo, man, this is clearly the biggest chance I have. And fucking, I gotta come through. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like, I think Canelo, you were right. Canelo might have been flipping since his loss to Dimitri Bivol. And if he even watched that back again, if he was observant and saying like, yeah, he cannot win a fight with a fighter of that caliber. And even though like Benavidez is almost the same size, it's not slightly bigger than fucking Bivol, but he fights differently, right? As you said, he's a pressure fighter. So Canelo still has a better chance to win against Benavidez than Bivol ever again. But moving forward, I don't know. Like you made a couple of good points, and that dude Jerry made a couple of good points. So like I just don't think, as you said, that I think the Charlo fight, let it happen, man. Let it fucking happen.
All right, shout out to Rick from Toronto. Salute, fam. The Irish. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't. Shout out to Rick. Hey, Rick, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You was kind of all over the place. I really don't know. I really don't know what the conclusion of the conversation was. Well, I do. You did say you want to see it happen. You do want to see the fight happen, but I didn't. I was kind of lost, dog. I'm not gonna lie. You kind of went here, then went there, then went over there, and came back. But I got you though, fam. You in the books. You just want to see the fight happen. Now, I want to show you guys something. I want you guys to hear this. Hold on. I want you to hear what Eddie Hearn had to say. Like, bro, like, I'm telling this Edgar Berlanga, Jamal, this Edgar Berlanga Canelo shit, they might have some legs to it, bro. Like, y'all don't be surprised. I'm calling, what's your name when you calling from?
Adrian Reyna.
Man, somebody hung the phone up. I'll call, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-C, D-Ville.
It's the inevitable. It's the inevitable.
Hell yeah.
D-Block say it's the inevitable.
You know what time it is, man. It's 8 time. With y'all know what time it is, my people. I come up here with okay?
Go ahead, D-Block.
We're talking about Berlanga. We're talking about Charlo. We're talking about Houston, H-Town all day. I mean, we're talking about the courageous H-Town Charlo. The one that's sitting on the sofa right now crying. I mean, come on, Coach. You know what we want. You know what we want. Feed us what we want. That's Berlanga. We need him, and he will knock out Quigley this weekend. All right, Coach. Am I right or am I wrong, Coach?
Hey, I don't know, boy. They say Jason Quigley a killer now.
Yeah.
They say he's a killer now. I don't know. Now I don't know why you got Big Bad Quigley coming to town in New York now. You know,
I don't know who be trying to sell you some fake ass weed, but you know when they tell you that shit, the same thing. When they tell you that, yeah, it's a shit, man. Don't worry about it. It's a shit. You feel good, brother. You feel good. I remember I fell for that shit 10 years ago. My ass was in jail after that. I said, what happened? Well, that shit was synthetic, man. I thought that motherfucker shit was real. Nah, man, that shit ain't real.
Hey, man,
So,
I don't know.
let's
Jason Quigley now.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Don't give me that, Coach. Come on. It's like, Ivan Munguia, he's such a baby. He ain't shit. Ivan Munguia ain't nothing, Coach. Let's be honest with that, man. He's lucky he even survived, man. Derek Chico beat the fuck out of him, too, Coach. He beat him up. Let's be real with that, man. I mean, he looked awesome.
Beat who up?
Derek Chico, when he fought Jaime Munguia last weekend, Coach. Wasn't it last weekend?
Yeah. No, well, Jaime dropped him. You know what? That fight was kind of going back and forth, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, Jaime Munguia kind of impressed me last week. It was a dog fight. He showed he had some bite down, and he in the 12th round he did not rest on his laurels. He went at Derenchenko. Derenchenko hurt him several times in the fight. He hurt Derenchenko several times in the fight. But in the 12th round, he tried to stop him, and he ended up getting a knockdown. And that's what I think that's what won him the fight. That's what won him the fight, that knockdown in the 12th round. So yeah, man, I've been critical of Jaime Munguia, but he impressed me last week. He showed me he got that dog in him. He showed me that.
You know I respect you a lot, man. You know I respect you, and I'm always on your side. I always have your back. But like I always say, get the Sharpie knife in the kitchen and cut the bullshit. Okay, let's be real, man. Y'all talk a lot of shit about my boy Canelo. Oh, he should have knocked out right. Yeah, but when Jaime Munguia got a challenge, he did good. Like, come on, man. Let's be real with that shit, man. Let's be real.
That was a step-up fight. That was a step-up fight for Jaime Munguia, man. That was a dog fight, bro.
About damn time.
You know, we gotta give them credit when they do good too, D-Block. We just can't be when a fighter do good, we can criticize them, but when they do good, we can't criticize them even when they do good. We gotta acknowledge just like we admonish them when we think they cherry picking and ducking. We got to acknowledge them when they do something good. He did something good. It was a good fight. You know, he struggled. It was a war, and he pulled it out. So
You're right. I see what you mean, Coach. I ain't trying to take up too much of your time, but you know what time it is, man. I come with crack. Okay, so Berlanga, we gotta ride that train, Coach. We gotta get on that train, pause. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure, Coach, we keep that steam rolling, man. Put some of the more of that coal in that train, man, because that's the fight we want to see. We don't want to see Benavidez that he don't want to fight Morrell. We don't want to see Benavidez that he don't want to fight Canelo. Fake line, just using my boy. He capping. Let's be real with that. He don't even want to fight Charlo, man. Make it happen. Make this make sense. Go there from the PBC, and they still can't get these fights done. Come on, man.
Hey, but listen, boy, the PBC been batting 10,000 so far. They got Crawford Spence going down in July. They did Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. They did David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Boy, the PBC been batting 1,000 now, D-Block. So I got you know I've been the PBC biggest critic, but ever since I've been on the payroll, Al Heyman has been making sure that those checks been coming on the back end. Ever since I've been on the payroll, I got to flip the script and count for the PBC now. They have been doing their thing.
I see that now. I thank Al Heyman now, Coach. It's all good, man. You know I respect you, man. I know you're getting that money underneath the table. But shoot, I said I've been noticing that you don't know. Next time you know, you're gonna have a big PBC banner in the back. But it's all good, Coach. We love you, man. D-Block, D-Block say, they say, I'm on the payroll. You guys do know I'm on the payroll. Al said he was gonna look out for me. Now, some of you guys, y'all gotta get to your points. Cause the call before last, I was so lost. I was trying to interpret what he was saying. I'm like, what Rick saying? Rick was all over the place.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumsize the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jerry Curls activation.
If you're trying to perpetrate the Jerry Curls activation, anybody that wants to perpetrate the Jerry Curls activation, y'all gotta let me know ahead of time, dog, because I be trying to. I don't need nobody taking me down no rabbit holes, man. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from?
Yo, Coach, what's going on, man? It's Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Man, Mason from Flint, Michigan, man. Talk to me, fam.
All right, let me see. I think that's the first time I ever heard D-Block call a show and wasn't hating on Tank, man. My man turning over a new leaf, I must say.
Yeah,
but
man.
As far as the fights go, Munguia, Berlanga, that looked like a good matchup. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Now, even though Munguia is fighting at 160, he's fighting at 160. But I'm hearing that he been planning on moving up anyways. Like him and Berlanga, that'll be a good fight. 168, they can fight at the catch weight between one, because Edgar Berlanga just moved up to 168. If I'm not, hold on. How long he been at 168? Was he at 160? Hey, what weight class was Edgar Berlanga at, guys? Did he just move up to 168? I think he just moved up to 168. I think so. If I'm not, I think he just moved up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the answer to that question. But
Munguia just fought at 168. Munguia just fought at 168. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's okay. I said it backwards. Berlanga been at 168. Yeah, it was Muhammad Munguia. Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and as far as this whole Canelo situation go, I feel like Canelo is negotiating with everybody except for Benavidez, and that's all the people been asking for was him versus Benavidez. And I ain't gonna say it's a duck move, but I am gonna say, like I said the other day, I think he is strategically, picking his matches that he has the best advantages at. And that's with this whole, I want to see Charlo get that money and get back in the ring and get back in the groove of things. As far as his mental health issues go, I feel like all the niggas got mental health issues. They've been getting punched in the head since they was kids.
Yeah, that is true.
So you're going to have some mental health issues.
That is true.
So yeah, but that's all I got, Coach. I would like to see both of them fight.
Hey, but Mason, before you go, now, I don't know if you know, but it has been reported. Again, we hearing reports everywhere that Edgar Berlanga and Canelo have moved to, well, not moved, but they met with Al Heyman in Ohio, in Cleveland. He's from Cleveland, with Don King. So they met with him. So, my thing is, okay, if he's meeting with Al Heyman, who is King PBC, the guy who signs my checks, if he met with Al Heyman, then apparently, he's meeting with him for a reason. Do you feel that he's still ducking, even though he's meeting with Al Heyman? He has to be meeting with him in order to try to make a fight.
Yeah. I don't feel like Canelo ducking. I just feel like you say, dude got a lot of wear and tear on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He done been through some real wars. I think at this point in his career, he's just, strategically picking the matches that he has the best advantages at. I can't really knock him for that.
Yeah, that's ducking. That's ducking. See, that's what I do. What I do is, I got a fight coming up on July 29th. I got some cherries that I've been looking at. Some cherry picks. I ain't looking for no tough competition. I'm looking for some soft touches. We're gonna build him up like he's a killer. See, I selectively choose my opponents, to make sure I have certain advantages. So when I get in the ring, it's a guaranteed victory. That's cherry picking. That Floyd Mayweather talk about that. When you get in the position to pick and choose who you want to, because I earned that right. He's earned. That's what he's doing. But you got to fight David Benavidez. If you can justify fighting a mandatory with your WBO mandatory, okay, justify fighting your WBC mandatory. That's all. I think that's all everybody want at this point, to be honest with
you. Yep. And as far as that, I heard you on, the Terrence Crawford Spence undercard, man. And I know you're going to fuck up your money. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with that check left hook. You know what I'm saying? Get that bitch ass nigga up out of here. Send that nigga back to the doctor to get that Gooch Street situation figured out. I don't know what these whole ass niggas problem be. We be over here talking about real boxing shit. And these faggot motherfuckers want to call in with that bullshit. So I hope you all three of their ass. That Jason Mones nigga, scrolling in the chat. Yeah. And I wouldn't even give them niggas no title shot, coach. Make them niggas fight you for free.
They should get a shot at the undisputed titles. You right about that. Who they fought?
Yeah, them niggas, they ain't the number one contenders. They ain't the best. They ain't ranked number one.
They gotta go through the ranks.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta go through the ranking system.
Yeah, so get a shot at the champ like that.
Like you say, 90-10 all on your side.
Hey, shout out to Mason for Flint. Salute, fam. They don't just get a shot at. They don't just get a shot at the champ like that. You don't just come over here. And just get a shot at the champ. You ain't fought Hobo Sam, Poke Chop Willie, Shout at Big Nuts. You just don't just get a shot at the champ like that. You ain't, look, man, you get what I'm saying? It don't work that way. True. It don't work that way, fam.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have,
Caller, what's the name where you calling from?
Troy Graham, Baltimore.
Troy from B-More, talk to me. Sir?
I tell you what, man, in a perfect world, let me set this up for you. I would like to see Berlanga fight Munguia on the same card as David Morrell versus David Benavidez. Whoever wins out of those two fights, they fight each other. And then the winner fights Canelo. I think that'll be at least something the fans will look forward to. As far as Benavidez and Canelo, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fight. I'm pretty sure, right? But he's taking his time with him. All this ducking talk and all that. He's just taking his time, I guess. I mean, let's say if he retires right now and he doesn't fight him, then you could put that blight on his name and say, okay, well, there's an asterisk right here because he never fought this guy. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I have a feeling the two parties gonna get together and do their thing.
Okay, all right. Well, shout out to Troy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Coach, I got an opponent for you on the 29th, man.
I already got opponents. I got some chunk from Delaware. I'm gonna beat the brace off him. That's I can guarantee you that. I'm gonna be hey, you can bet the house on that. Bet the house, the kids, the dogs, the rabbits, the rats, the roaches. He getting the brakes beat off of him. I'm whipping all my trolls. All my trolls getting it. They know who the A side is. They know who the A side is. They already know what time it is.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, yeah, because I was trying to set you up with my nephew. He's about the same size as you, but I've been training him since he was 6. He's about 29 now or something like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, all right, man.
All right, shout out Detroit, man.
Take
Salute
a beat
Detroit,
the
man.
brakes
Salute.
off.
Yeah. Hey, I want y'all to hear what Eddie Hearn had to say, though. Y'all check this out. Y'all check out what Eddie Hearn had to say.
I'm staying out of it. I wish everyone the best. I hope everybody can be happy.
Y'all check this out.
Okay, so let's talk about the face of boxing.
Hold on. Let's get the super chats out the way. Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
$1 Trillion Dreams say Nello versus Benavidez, Charlo versus Andrade. I like that Charlo versus Andrade. Nello versus Benavidez, I totally agree with that. Munguia versus Berlanga, I like that fight as well. $1 Trillion Dreams. You know what? To be honest with you, that Munguia and Berlanga make a whole lot of sense, bruh. Canelo versus Benavidez makes a whole lot of sense. Charlo versus Andrade makes sense. And Munguia versus Berlanga makes sense. All three of these, yeah, all of that. I'm down with all of that. I'll pay for those fights. He said, I like Benavidez versus Morrell fight. I'll bet on Morrell if the odds are good enough. When is the new way Fulton fighting? They're fighting I think 4 days before Crawford and Spence. Crawford and Spence fight on the 29th. I think a new way and Fulton fight on the 24th, something of that sort. They fight on a Tuesday in Japan. So that's what I think. Something like 4 or 5 days. Shout out to Jamie Nieto. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jamie, what to say, family? Say if Canelo was slipping past his best, like people say, and Charlo been out, which isn't Canelo's fault, shouldn't it be even? If it wasn't that and Charlo lost, it'd be another excuse. So you know what? What we do is don't worry about Charlo. Don't even worry about Charlo because Charlo been out for 2 years. Just fight David Benavidez. See, that's how you get around that. Fight David Benavidez. That's how you get around that. Yeah, fight David Benavidez. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's JBN from Fort Worth, Texas.
JBN from Fort Worth. Talk to me, fam.
Yo, man, bro. David Benavidez is a fucking pussy, bro. That dude is trash, bro. He calls out Evil and said that he could beat him, and now he's fighting a guy with 9 fights. And then the offer that Samson Lukowicz sent to Canelo, that is obviously fake. The David Morrell fight was already signed, and they sent that offer for a week. In a week, they pulled back. And then out of nowhere, now the fight with Morrell is more official. And then we get signs that
there's a lot of misinformation about that, JBN, because we're hearing now from David Benavidez I think his social media that him and Morrell are not fighting next. That is not signed. That hasn't been confirmed. Just like we're hearing a whole lot of stuff about who Canelo next opponent is, but there's a lot of reports. Nothing has been confirmed. So there's just a lot of reports out there. Nothing is confirmed. You know what I mean? So that's where we at the point. I don't know what's real and what's not until things are officially signed.
Well, if Coca, Tacos, and Queso Benavidez and his dumbass father are listening to the show, y'all better fight Bebo. If not, y'all some pussy. Cause y'all over here talking trash about all this about Canelo, that he's not fighting nobody,
right?
But y'all not calling the guy who beat him up. And then whenever you lost your belt to Taco Tuesday, as soon as the WBC put you in the ranking as a light heavyweight, as the number 1 guy, I think he only had to fight 1 guy, and then he would get to fight Arthur Beterbiev. They called Mauricio Superman real quick and told him to pull him off out of those divisions because they were still going to be at 168. So he had a chance to fight a unified champion, and he pulls out, man. So this guy doesn't want to fight anybody. Canelo's older. He's proven himself. Benavidez is 25, 26, and he hasn't fought anybody. What he wants to end up trash Charlo and trash Demetrius Andrade their whole career just talking about Canelo. So that's how he wants to end up. And then, like I said on the last show, I don't know how anybody's believing in Samson Lukowicz because he's the one that ruined the Caleb Plant fight by over marinating it. He's the one that ruined the Demetrius Andrade fight by asking $10 million for that fight, which is absurd.
So let me
he keeps ruining.
So JB, let me ask you a question.
David's career.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Canelo fought John Ryder. Was there a reason why he fought John Ryder?
It was his mandatory, but the WBO had actually ordered that fight.
Okay.
Has the WBC ordered the fight at all for David Benavidez? And then Punch Drunk exposed Jose Sr. because he directly asked him on live, have you ordered that fight? Samson Lukowicz keeps saying that he's friends with Mauricio Suleiman and they're cool and all, so why haven't they activated that clause? I mean, if you're an interim champion, that means that you can activate the clause at pretty much any time, correct? Anytime that you want, you can activate it.
Yeah. So do you feel that because Andrade is the number one contender, he's the mandatory, and with the WBC, do you feel that Canelo should fight that WBC mandatory the exact same way he fought the WBO mandatory?
Well, here's the thing. Wouldn't I don't think the WBC has ordered that fight. We're talking about David Benavidez, right?
Yeah, David Benavidez, yeah, Benavidez, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So isn't the WBC is the last rotation of the belt because Canelo satisfied a mandatory with Abney Gildirim, and then he satisfied a mandatory with the WBO. So isn't the IBF and WBA and next in line if everything is going to order, right? WBA and IBF is next. So WBC isn't even next. So I don't know why these guys are tripping and saying, hey, Canelo is ducking this guy when, yeah, David Benavidez is the interim champ, but he's not officially the mandatory.
JB, my brother.
And then I also want to say something to Charlo's fans. Charlo, your fans are some bitches, bro. You finally get a chance to make good money. You finally get a chance to get out of the question because if you notice, every single guy that fights Canelo, you can see them on the scale that they came prepared and they tried really hard to get in shape. So he finally has some motivation, and they're calling you a cherry pick, bro. That's what you are to your fans. You're a cherry pick. You're a bum. You don't deserve the fight. You're a cherry pick to your fans, bro. They don't believe in you. They think you're trash.
All right, shout out to JBN, man. Salute, fans. Shout out to JBN.
Hey, shout out, Coach.
Fort Worth said stand up. JBN, man. Hey, boy, JBN, boy, ooh, long, boy, that boy JBN, boy. Now, one thing about JBN, now, he gonna listen. He gonna ride for Canelo. Shout out to Jamie Nieto. Hey, okay. I'll drop that quarter over. Bam, double your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Boy, JBN gonna ride for Canelo now. He said kind of like everyone saying Ryan signed the contract with tank stipulations, and then they give credit for that. All I'm saying, JBN riding for Canelo.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I say, JBN, don't you feel like Canelo should fight his WBC mandatory the exact same way that he fought his WBO mandatory? Well, Coach, has that been activated? And what about Dimitri Bivol? Why did you say why? JBN, boy, shout out to JBN. This is what I heard, though.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
I heard my dog JBN. See, look, man, listen. JBN let it be known that he say, look, he ain't the man though. This man should be fighting Dimitri Bivol and Jamal Charlo. They looking at you as a cherry pick. He said, JBN, my brother. Okay, all right. So I get what you're saying now. He fought. Now he did fight. He fought he fought his WBO mandatory. Okay, that's fine. He fought him, you know.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
Carter, what's the name of the Carter from?
Coach, what's happening, man? It's Casino Like Prayer, man. I'm back one more time.
Hey, Casino, talk to me.
Man, Coach. Man, I'm so sick of niggas. Coach, I'm sick of niggas, dog. Cause listen, all right, look, hey, I'm a Canelo fan, bro, but I'm not finna hold the nigga nuts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, everybody who tried to defend Canelo always say, oh, it was a fake contract. He ain't really seen no contract. He supposed to be fighting David Morrell. Bro, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. All right, look, David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Yeah, that's an in-house fight. But, bro, they going to make more money off Canelo regardless. Even if you cutting the pie, you going to make more money off Canelo regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, nobody bring this shit up. But remember, I called in and I talked about this shit before.
Yeah.
Remember, Steven Espinosa said he was after Canelo next fight, he was willing to offer him a lucrative offer. Who was the offer supposed to be for? It's obviously for David Benavidez.
Right.
Like he said that shit. Steven Espinosa said that shit out of his mouth. We willing to offer Canelo a big ass payday. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what I'm saying. So bro, we can't just sit here and cap for Canelo, bro. Because if we sit here and cap for Canelo, we need to make Canelo know that we not happy, bro. Like if we sit here and try to act like that nigga, whoever that nigga was, I don't know who that was. That nigga was tripping. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, bro, Canelo he's just like every other fighter, bro.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, my brother. See, brother. See, when it comes to Canelo fighting David Benavidez, what you fail to realize is this: we must internalize the fluctuation of the matter in order to transmit.
Man,
it's the word.
Yeah. Man, listen, we
must
gotta
activate the Jerry Curl's activation, my brother. If you listen,
man, bro. Man, see, look, bro. And what's the dude name? What's David Benavidez's manager name?
Samson Lewis.
Man, he came with the receipts because he knew y'all niggas was gonna do this shit. He knew, bro. He came with the receipts. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was trying to call cap. I was trying to hold the line for Canelo.
Yeah.
But then the manager came with the receipt and blew all that shit up. I couldn't hold the line no more. The motherfucking line got ran over, bro. Ain't no line. The hole. It ain't shit. The hole, man. Canelo is ducking, and if he fight anybody other than David Benavidez, he's ducking. And that was a real offer. They say David Morrell would step aside, bro. To be honest, he ain't got a choice. He ain't got no fucking choice. Like he said, he only got 9 fights. He's not no draw. So if David Benavidez got an offer if he got a chance to fight Canelo, bro, nobody's finna pass that shit up, bro. That's good business. That's big business. That's big money, bro. It's big money on the table. Canelo acting like that shit ain't there.
Yeah.
He acting like a bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And Canelo, he gonna have to do something, bro, because he looking bad. He's looking bad. But, man, we got to quit saying that shit, man. And listen, Canelo's ducking. That's just plain to say, man. That's it. Ain't no defending that shit. Ain't no defending that shit.
All right, shout out to Casino Like Friends. Hey, salute, fam. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here, boy, y'all. Hey, boy, y'all ain't playing today, boy. Y'all ain't playing today.
Dumbass niggas slipping like we not on his ass.
Bro, you at the crib?
Yeah.
That nigga Jerry here.
What?
Got one.
All right, man, it's on the floor. Got one, y'all. These dumbass niggas slipping.
Hey, well, this dumbass nigga slipping like we ain't on his ass. They on the phone right now. They on the phone right now. Yeah, man, I don't know what he thinking about, boy. He talking about fighting everybody but me. You know what I mean? And let's see. He got a whole list. He telling me I got to do this. They telling me I got to fight Dimitri Bivol first. Then I got to fight David Morrell. I don't fought Caleb Plant that beat him. First they said I had to fight Caleb Plant that beat him. Now they saying I got to fight David Morrell. Then they said I gotta fight Dimitri Bivol. Then they say I got to fight. Then they say I got to fight Tyson Fury at a catch weight. Then they say I got to. Then they say I got to fight Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford in the same night. Then they said everything but let's fight. True. Boy, y'all savage today, boy. What is wrong with y'all, man? That's wrong.
That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
Y'all heard my dog JBN. Yeah, listen, JBN let it be known, dog. The man ain't fought. Listen. All right, David Benavidez ain't fought nobody. He still got a lot more to prove. He still has a lot more to prove. David Benavidez have to wait his turn. He have to wait his turn. You know, Canelo is busy right now. He's looking for some opponents. He's looking for his next opponent right now. He's busy. He has options. You get what I'm saying? You know, he has options right now. That's what you guys don't realize. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Yeah, what I'm saying? You know, when they coming to David Benavidez, hey man, look, hey Edgar Berlanga, what's up, man? What's up, Puto? Listen, you said I was going to fight Canelo next. They say I was going to fight Canelo next. Well, you know, I don't know about that right now. David Benavidez looking at Mauricio Sulaiman like,
Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz. He must don't know. He can't know. Huh? He can't know.
They're trying to fight Canelo. He like, the fuck? If you what you rolling all up on me for, cuz? He must don't know. He can't know. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Adrian from LA.
Adrian from LA, talk to me.
Man, that caller that Canelo apologist, that guy was a fool, man. That guy was a fool. Man, I don't know who the hell that guy was, man. Yeah. Check it out, man. I mean, Benavidez is the only fight that we want to see. Case closed, period. I mean, and he's over here, apparently he don't know boxing. He's like, who's Morrell? Everybody knows Morrell's good. That fool's bad. But we still want to see Benavidez more than Morrell. But that fool didn't know nothing about boxing, man. Straight up, man. Man, come on, man.
My dog JBN been a part of the show. He's been subscribed with the show for a long time, man. JBN, boy, that is one of Canelo's diehard fans, there, boy. He loves Canelo, man. JC, and listen, Adrian, listen, I know you from the West Side, you from LA, baby. But listen, what you got to understand is this, fam. See, Canelo have options, my brother. He have options.
Oh,
when you the
Come on, man.
see, when you're the cash cow in the face of boxing, you have so many different options, so many people you can fight. You're trying to comb through all of the tough competition that's out there, trying to pick the right one. You get what I'm saying? It ain't, it's kind of, it's not the easiest thing in the world. That's all I'm saying.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Hey, I'm Mexican American, and you know what? And I love me some Benavidez, man. I mean, but my favorite fighter is Boots. Boots is number one.
Yeah,
but let's get back to
Boots, good fighter.
Boots is a bad boy. But Canelo's this guy. You know what? He has to step up to the plate. Either do that or drop the belts, man. Because I'm tired of him, holding the belts hostage, man. Come on, either take the Benavidez fight or drop the belts. Case closed. I'm gonna leave you at that, Coach. Love the show, man.
Shout out to Adrian, man. LA, man. West Coast. Hey, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Curtis, man. Shout out to Food Revolution, Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales in the building, man. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on.
Talks about Jamal Charlo. People want to see him fight Benavidez. Then they was talking Bottle Jack. Do you have any insight on what we're leaning towards?
Of course he does. I think the Charlo fight is.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
He's probably the front runner right now. I mean, I spoke to Eddie Reynoso last week. Obviously, they wanted to fight Dimitri Bivol. We couldn't get that one over the line just yet. So they're looking at other options.
Hold on.
You saw Badu Jack come out.
See him fight Benavidez. Then they was talking Bottle Jack. Do you have any insights in Canelo? There's a lot of talks.
I'm staying out.
I want now this is an interview that Eddie Hearn did on the Akam Barak show for the Zone. So I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see this. This is on the Akam Barak show. This is what he did on the Zone. I'm not taking any calls right now until I show this interview because I've been trying to show it all show. I want you guys to hear this.
Yeah, I wish everyone.
Again, I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. The Zone don't play, so the Zone do not play. So I just want to show y'all this where it's coming from.
Best. I hope everybody can be happy.
Okay, so let's talk about the face of boxing, Canelo. You know, there's a lot of talks about Jamal Charlo. You know, people want to see him fight Benavidez. Then they was talking Battle Jack. Do you have any insight on what we're leaning towards?
Of course he
does.
I
think the Charlo fight is probably the front runner right now. I mean, I spoke to Eddie Reynoso last week. Obviously, they wanted to fight Dimitri Bivol. We couldn't get that one over the line just yet, so they're looking at other options. You saw Badu Jack come out and say it's not going to be me this time in September. I don't think he's Saudi.
So I heard what he said. He said they're looking at other options. Jamal Charlo is the front runner right now. The face of Houston boxing. He is the face of Houston, Texas boxing. Jamal Charlo. He's saying that he's the front runner right now. Canelo, you know, he's looking at other options. You get what I'm saying? I just want y'all to hear that part right there. That's what JBN was talking about.
Date for them in September either. It's very fast to move at that pace.
Battle Jack said other things, Eddie, and can you please touch on what he said, saying that they want him to fight 20 pounds under the 200 pound limit and they want to drain him. I mean, that
a rehydration clause.
Yeah,
as well.
no, I wasn't involved in those discussions, but at the end of the day, Canelo's a 168 pound fighter. So if he's asked to fight 180 pounds, I don't think that's overly unreasonable. Like you can't criticize Canelo for asking a cruiserweight who used to box at super middleweight to come down in weight 5 pounds over the light heavyweight. Like you can't.
So I hear what he's saying. He's saying that now that Battle Jack is a cruiserweight, and Canelo is a 168 pounder. So and some say that he's really not that. He's stretching that. They say Canelo is too small to really be fighting at 168. That's what the supporters say. So he wants to fight Battle Jack. You know, they don't think that it's unrealistic to have Battle Jack come down to 180 since Canelo was too small to fight at cruiserweight. My thing is this here. If you're too small to fight those bigger guys at their weight, don't even fight those guys. I think what fans who called in the show are saying is, we don't want you to dare to be great at fighting bigger guys. We want you to dare to be great and defend your titles at 168. True. That's what the critics are saying. Look, okay, we get all of that. You're daring to be great. You're the greatest, you know, all of that. We get all of that, right? We just want you to dare to be great at 168. We don't want you to ask Battle Jack to come down to 180. Even though what Battle Jack said 2 years ago is the key. 2 years ago that he would fight him at 175. Okay, that's fine. But that was 2 years ago. Now he's a cruiserweight. And so what he's saying is, I'm not going to come down from 200 pounds to 180 to fight you. And then you can't throw in my face, well, Battle Jack said that he'll fight Canelo at 175. Yeah, he said that 2 years ago. He didn't say that yesterday. He said that 2 years ago. So I think that's all everyone is saying. Look, man, just dare to be great at 168. Shout out to Mo Easy. What's going on, sis? I think that's all people saying. I think that's all people saying. That's all. No, just dare to be great at 168. And you know what? That rhymes. Hey, that rhymes. Dare to be great at 168. That rhymes. I like that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? Raphael in New York.
Raphael from New York. Talk to me, fam.
So yeah, man. So just looking at this whole Canelo debacle, pretty much. I remember calling in this show the first time months ago, saying that it's not even Canelo. I mean, obviously Canelo's the head guy. He's a head honcho, whatever. Right. But at the end of the day, Eddie Reynoso is the matchmaker.
Right.
And the same thing that happened with Triple G, where they, that fight was marinating for a while, and Triple G was calling out, kind of saying like, listen, if you have the green belt, if you the big guy, you gotta face me. And the minute the Triple G looked like he was aging against Daniel Jacobs, boom, they jumped on him right away.
that's the same thing they're waiting for Benavidez to look for any type of vulnerability, especially now if he's really fighting Morrell. The minute that it shows a little bit of weakness, I bet you they're going to make that fight right away. But at the end of the day, these fanboys coming up with excuses. Oh, he has no fan base. Oh, who has he fought? Oh, that's he got to beat someone like that. That's all ridiculous, man. That whole group kind of gets me sick because it's all the time the same thing. All the time it's a mental gymnastics.
Hey, no, Raphael. See, I think you're looking at it all wrong, my brother. See, what you got to realize is this here. Now, we don't mind fighting John Ryder. We don't mind because John Ryder earned the right to fight Canelo. He was a mandatory, but now that WBC mandatory now, it's a little different because that WBC mandatory, yeah, he beat Caleb Plant, but he was Canelo's leftovers already. What he's going to have to do, David Benavidez is going to have to prove himself just a little bit more. He's going to have to fight some other guys, maybe 3, 4, 5 more fights. Then once he finishes those other 4 or 5 fights, then maybe we will consider giving him a shot. But John Ryder, he didn't have to go through none of that. We got him out the way. So you just need to understand that, my brother.
Oh man! Another thing in regards to that Badu the Badu Jack fight, you know, like, hey, listen, you know, if you want to fight at cruiserweight, okay. But if you really want to drain down Badu Jack to 180, all right, you want that fight? The belt is off the table. Now let's fight. Let's see him step up. Then, if he really wants that fight, then take the belt out of the table and see if he wants that into consideration. Because that's just a whole type of bullshit. That's what we call stat padding. It's stat padding on the quote unquote legacy that the fanboys be sparking. I'm not, coach.
All right, man. Shout out to Raphael from New York, man. Hey, I think some of you guys just being just a little too critical. Y'all don't understand how this cash cow and face of boxing thing works. As a matter of fact, Booger Ray, explain to them, Booger Ray. Where my dog Booger Ray at? Booger Ray Leonard, please explain to these people in the chat, how does it work?
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, you know, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, you know, again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
See, Canelo, hold on, caller. See, when you have everything to lose and nothing to gain, why should Canelo fight David Benavidez? David Benavidez don't bring nothing to the table. He's not even a real Mexican. He's from Ecuador. So we got to put some respect. Hey, caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hell yeah. D-Block. Hell yeah. Ecuadorian, Guatemalian, sorry ass motherfucker don't even know what the fuck he is. So what the fuck are you, punk ass? Wanna be champion, poke ass addict, that ass motherfucker that you were when you growing up? That boy, I'm gonna call you up, homie. I'm gonna defend my boy from Fort Worth, even though Fort Worth ain't got shit on Dallas. You know what I mean? Y'all went on his ass like fuck, like a freight train, man. Try to get on that motherfucker. Like, man, give him some respect. He's been on this show even longer than me. And that's easy matches. Fight another ball. Yeah, I'm gonna call it like a spade, man. I'm gonna call it straight up. Rick, Casino Life Brand. Y'all wanna go straight up my bullshit. From Texas too? You gotta defend your people except for DeSoto. Fuck DeSoto. That's all I can say that, coach. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with that. But coach, come on, man. We talking about the face of boxing. Fact. That's reality, and people hate that. When you on top, people want to see you down.
Tell Benavidez get his ass up there and fight Bivol at 168 since he said he fought his ass. He can spark that ass. He ain't gonna do that, coach. Because they liars, coach. They don't come with facts. Coach, they liars. Oh, what? You can't see through that, coach. You can't see through that.
Listen,
I see it, coach.
This what I see. This what I see. This what I see.
Go for it.
When John Ryder was the WBO mandatory, we didn't hear nobody saying, well, John Ryder got to fight Dimitri Bivol. John Ryder got to fight King Kong. John Ryder got to fight Papa Smurf. You know, John Ryder ain't fought. We ain't hear none of that with John Ryder. But when it comes to the Mexican Monster, for some reason, it's all kind of roadblocks and obstacles. This ain't what I'm saying. This is what the people saying. The people saying this now. The people saying this. You know, what the people saying is when John Ryder didn't have to do any of these things. But when it comes to the Mexican Monster, he got to do all these stipulations. What's the difference between David Benavidez and John Ryder? Can you break that down for me, my brother?
Hell yeah. I'll say it with facts. Okay? John Ryder never opened his mouth saying he's gonna go. He could whoop Bivol's ass or Benavidez's ass. He never opened his mouth. He stayed in his lane, and he got Canelo's side. Am I right on my mind? When you got a big ass mouth, just like he does, Ecuadorian, Guatemalan ass, don't know what the fuck he is. Like I said, coach, I keep it with facts. Okay, and he opens his mouth. He say he could beat the whole world. Motherfucker, why it take you so long? You ain't even never trying to be undisputed. You talk a lot of shit, fat boy. You ain't about to do shit. You don't even know who you are, man. I'll be honest with you, coach. Have you seen this lady on Instagram? She be tripping half naked on that shit. And his ass like shit like nothing. What
is lady got to do with him and Canelo fighting? Though,
I'm just being real. I'm coming with everything. I'm moving the mountains, coach. I'm making everybody understand. Your boy that you like Rick Tim. Oh, now Rick like a Benavidez. Now he want to be behind his ass, warm his time. He got a warm time. I got a warm time for you, bitch. You want me to give you a massage? Huh? You want me to rub your toes? Come on, Rick. Now you don't trust the old man, Charlo? I'm sorry, I've been saying too much. I'm being real with it. D-Block, D-Town, DC, D-Bill, Baltimore.
Bro, I don't get it, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is about Benavidez. But when Benavidez's name come up, listen, this what it sound like. This what it sound like. This what it sound like to me. I'm gonna tell y'all what it sound like to me. When David Benavidez's name come up, this what I hear.
Like move up in weight class, go up to 168, challenge this man for all the marbles.
The Mexican monster, yeah.
The Mexican. You keep throwing that up every time
I remember the guy was everybody scared of that guy. You talking a lot of shit. That's all I want you to say.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Coach Eddie from the ATL, Coach.
Coach Eddie, talk to me, man. Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Man, you know what I'm hearing right now, Coach.
What you hear? What you hear, Coach?
I'm hearing a lot of protection talk. Protection talk. You see, it's a pandemic, Coach. We thought the pandemic was over, but we had what they call, we heard the swine flu, we had the bird flu, we got the duck flu. We got the day. Man, folks in the gym, they want to spar with each other now. They put a rehydration clause on sparring matches. How much you weigh, dog? No, man, come on, man. This stuff got to stop, man.
Hey, Coach Eddie, boy, you know what, man? I'm sitting there chilling, shaking, I'm just chilling. But JBN called it. Well, D-Block called to set it off first. But then JBN called and laid the law. He laid the law down. JBN was like, "Yeah, man, I said, well, why did John Ryder? Why did Canelo fight John Ryder? He said that was his mandatory, coach. He had to fight him. That was his mandatory.
Oh, come on.
I said, well, what's the difference between the WBO mandatory and David Benavidez and WBC mandatory? Oh, but that's different, coach. Listen, David Benavidez, he ain't fought nobody, coach. He got to earn his way. And why don't he move up this light heavyweight to fight Dimitri Bivol? Why he's not fighting Bivol, coach? Coach, he's supposed to fight Bivol, and he ain't fought nobody. And I'm like,
protection talk, coach. That's protection talk. We already know what it is. And Coach, I ain't just started hating Canelo. I've been hating him from way back. I hated him on his first match when I seen him. I knew he was a fraud when I seen him.
Oh, man.
Because I know boxing, Coach.
Oh,
Check it
bro.
out, Coach.
Bro.
Go back. Like Roy Jones said, y'all must forget. We got to go back and look at this man's whole career, Coach. And I broke it down, Coach. You know what I'm saying? First, Ryan Rose, Matthew Haddon, Alfonso Gomez, European bomb. One dude fought on the Contender. Then you had the other Canelo Wade.
Hey, Coach Eddie, man.
Canelo Wade, 155. Now, hold on, Coach. 155. Fought the old Shane Mosley, fought the old Canelo. Fought the old Miguel Cotto, 155 pounds. He'll rehydrate up to 178 pounds. Then who he pulled out next? Amir Khan with more glass in his chin than a chandelier. He pulls him out. He ducked Charlo. He ducked Demetrius Andre. Then he pulls out Liam Smith. Then he pulls out old Carlos Baltimore. Then he put the rehydration clause on Chavez Jr., Rocky Fielding, Danny Garcia, Danny Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev, and Callum Smith. He put rehydration clause on 6 folks. Man, let me keep turning, man. This got me hot. Then he pulled Andrew Yildirim, who been inactive for 2 years. He popped up as the #1 contender, been sitting on the couch for 2 years. Now he's the #1 contender. He gets blowed out. He failed the drug test. Triple G gets robbed on the first fight. Then he fights John Ryder, and now he's talking about he want to fight Badu Jack, but you got to fight Badu Jack. Badu Jack wears size 13 shoes. You got to wear size 9 if you want to fight me. All these stipulations, man. This man is a fraud, man. And if anybody's sticking up for this chump, man, it's inexcusable, Coach. This man has not a leg to stand on, Coach. How can you ride for this man? How can you call yourself a man and say Canelo is he got? I don't know, Coach. I'm just. Coach, it's unexcusable, Coach. This man is a clear duck. It's a duck, Coach. Sergey Kovalev took a dive. He already said he took a dive already. He said, man, I took a dive. He said, Canelo paid me to take a dive. He said it. Oh, man. Every time this man fights, it's always a controversy. It's always a question mark. It's always an asterisk. He will never fight nobody at their death. He always trying to find some upper hand on him. Hey, man, you want to fight me? You got to tie your shoelaces. You got to tie your shoelaces together. You know, and all this old stuff. Man, come on, man.
I shout out to Coach Eddie. ATL. But he pulled up the whole resume. He pulled up Canelo. I ain't never heard nobody do that before. He pulled up Canelo's entire resume, broke down exactly what happened, what was in the contract, what the stipulations were. Bro, I'm like, oh, man. Oh, bro. Whoa. Hey, hold on. Hey, let's see what Edgar Hearn had to say.
Expect Sal to go, yeah, I'll fight you at 200 pounds. I mean, he's going to be.
Bro. Let's see who this is, man. This somebody from Texas. I think I know who this is. Oh, man. Oh, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's JBN back again, bro. From Fort Worth. Okay, look, man, I had to call back. Look, I had to call back because I looked at the conversation that I had with you, and it did kind of seem a type of way. But look, man, I was not making excuses for Canelo not to fight David Benavidez. I just want these hypocritical bitches to keep the same energy and tell Benavidez to fucking fight somebody, bro. That's the only thing I want. David Benavidez, like I said also, if you really want that Canelo fight, tell your dad to activate that clause, and that fight will get made. Canelo will get exposed. The WBC will order that fight. If Canelo rejects that fight, then it'll go to first bid. If Canelo pulls out of that first bid, then Canelo will be named as a duck, and I will say that it's a duck, but yo, man, it wasn't excuses. I'm just saying everybody keep the same energy. Just like you're telling the old guy to fight somebody, tell David Benavidez fat ass to go in there and fight somebody. But that's all I was saying, man. I wasn't making any excuses for the fight not to happen. I do want the fight to happen. I because it would be a big fight. If the fight happens, that would be great. But Like, I just want everybody to keep the same energy and tell Benavidez to fight somebody. And
well, he fought Caleb
like
Plant.
I said,
He fought Caleb Plant. That's the same guy that Canelo fought to become undisputed.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, if the fight does happen, it'll be good. And everybody was saying about John Ryder, like John Ryder has actually fought names. He fought Caleb Smith, Danny Jacobs. He beat John Ryder.
He did.
The guy that Demetrius Andre ducked Joseph Parker. Yeah. And what is it? What is it?
You know, Andre didn't fight Parker.
I bet you if Demetrius Andre would have gone through with that Parker fight,
yeah,
he would have been next in line. I'm pretty sure he would have been next in line, and he would have got that Canelo fight for sure. But he pulled out and he ducked that fight. And like I said, I hope the fight happens. The David Benavidez happens. But in the meanwhile, if it's not happening, his fans need to tell him to fight somebody and stop making all these excuses why he should only fight Canelo.
Okay. All right, but shout out to JBN. Salute to you, fam. JBN said, y'all heard JBN, man. Tell David Benavidez to fight somebody first. And once he fights somebody, then he can get a shot at Canelo. Shout out to Jamie Nieto. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, double your boy. Boy, I tell you, boy. Boy, the Canelo fans, they having it, boy. Not today, boy. They are not having it today. He said, kind of like everyone saying Ryan signed the contract with Tank stipulations, and they gave him credit for that. Yeah, I got you. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. What's good, sis? Hey, okay. I'm dropping that quarter over. Bam, double on your boy. Hey, Leroy. Oh, my God, bro. This is just too much. Hey, what to say, sis? She said, have you heard the undercards? Who's on the undercard of Spence Crawford yet? Not yet. That the undercard hasn't been announced yet.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, bro, listen, I'm getting a headache, man. I'm getting a headache. Let's see what Eddie Hearn got to say.
Middleweight to come down in weight 5 pounds over the light heavyweight. Like, you can't just expect Saul to go, yeah, I'll fight you at 200 pounds. I mean, he's going to be like, he couldn't even weigh more than 180 pounds, even if he tried. So he would be giving up 20 pounds, probably 30 pounds in the ring. Like, you can't, come on. Like, I agree. I know everyone loves to criticize Sal, but you can't, you can't, it's dangerous. So he's
well, listen, all I'm saying is I get what Eddie Hearn is saying. No one is asking for Canelo to gain 30 pounds to fight Badou Jack. The only thing people are saying is stay in your weight division and fight your mandatories. That's the only thing people are saying. No one, I don't expect Canelo to go up the cruiserweight and fight Badou Jack 30 pounds over. The reason why I don't expect that is because you can't say in one breath the reason why Canelo lost to Dimitri Bivol, he's really not he was chasing greatness. He was daring to be great, but he fought a bigger, younger, stronger guy in Dimitri Bivol. That guy, that was a huge size advantage over Canelo, size and reach. So if you're going to use that excuse for the reason why he lost to Dimitri Bivol, why in the hell do I want to see him fight an even bigger guy in Badou Jack? So I'm not expecting that. Only thing I'm saying, forget having people drop weight. You got to gain weight. Just stay at 168 and defend your titles at that division. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking you to do anything no different than what Bernard Hopkins did, than what Larry Holmes did, than what Ali did, than what Pernell Whitaker, Ray Robinson, Roy Jones, James Lights Out, Tony. I'm not asking you to dare to be great and fight heavyweights and super heavyweights and fight all these bigger, stronger guys, because you can't choose to fight the bigger guys in one breath, but then use that as an excuse for why you lose or lost in another breath. No. We're not asking for that. We're just saying, just stay at 168. Dare to be great at 168. That's all I'm asking. Dare to be great at 168. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying, fam. I'm not making no excuses. I'm just saying, dare to be great at 168. That's all I'm saying. True. David Morrell and David Benavidez, according to Benavidez, that fight is not done. It's not signed. It's not done. That's what David Benavidez is saying. We heard from Michael Benson that David Benavidez and Morrell is the fight that's next. That's what Michael Benson said. But David Benavidez, the actual fighter, is saying something totally different. So we really don't know. I really don't know. That's what I'm saying. We're hearing all this speculation and stuff. But let's hear what Eddie Hearn had to say.
Willing to step up to 175 to fight these guys like Bivol and Kovalev, etc. But you can't be stepping up to 200 or 190 or something like just becomes like actually shouldn't be allowed. Right. So, you know, I think Charlo is the front runner for September perhaps, and we're looking at other options for him for January and February and May as well.
Wow.
Okay.
So before we get out of here, Edgar Berlanga, he's making his Matchroom
listen to this
debut. Big fight in MSG, as you said. He's a draw. People come out for him. Look, Quigley is not a soft touch, right? It's going to be a tough fight, I guess, to some degree. But we expect Edgar to.
They say Quigley is not a soft touch. They got Edgar Berlanga. Do you guys want to know what the odds is for Edgar Berlanga and Jason Quigley? The Edgar Berlanga Jason Quigley odds. Edgar Berlanga is a minus 1,300 favorite to beat Jason Quigley. Did you guys know that? Edgar Berlanga is a minus 1,300 favorite to beat Jason Quigley. Do you guys know that? I don't know if you guys knew that or not. That's a massive favorite. You get what I'm saying? So I would say that the betting odds, they got Edgar Berlanga pretty much, putting Paul hands and foots on Quigley.
This is a showcase fight in his hometown. What do you have planned for him next? Will he fight again in 2023? And is it going to be a big name?
Yeah, we want to keep him active. I mean, look, firstly, we're hyping Edgar Berlanga up like he's the new Canelo Alvarez, right? I mean, if he's not,
hey, you heard what he said? He said we hyping Edgar Berlanga up like he the next Canelo Alvarez. I ain't gonna lie, boy. They was hyping him up for a minute now.
He's going to be in for a very tough fight on Saturday night against Quigley. Quigley's right up for it. We know Quigley's not an elite super middleweight, but he's a world-class fighter. He's going to have a lot of support in there. So let's see what Edgar can show on Saturday. There's also a lot of pressure. I mean, there was a lot of pressure on Regis on Saturday. All of a sudden, all the promotion, the hype, the hometown fight, all this kind of stuff. So we'll see if Edgar can rise to it. If he's below par, he'll struggle against Quigley. And if he struggles against Quigley, he's not ready for the big names in the division. If he goes in and makes a statement and take this guy out, then we can start looking at big fights towards October, November. But I think we move, Quigley's a top 15 guy.
Okay.
If he comes through him well, a top 10, top 5 guy.
Okay.
And then we want to push for that Canelo Alvarez fight next May. It'll be a big fight, but he's got to prove himself that he's worthy of that. Listen, I also love Berlanga.
You heard what he said? He said if Berlanga can get by Quigley, then he got to prove himself. Then we can look to make the Canelo fight next May. So that'll be Cinco de Mayo. So he probably won't be able to get Canelo this fight, but he can get him in September, but he can get him Cinco de Mayo. But he still ain't saying nothing about David Benavidez.
Against Jaime Munguia.
Hold on.
Well, it'll be a big fight, but he's got to prove himself that he's worthy of that. Listen, I also love Berlanga against Jaime Munguia.
Yep.
What a great fight that is.
Yes.
Berlanga against Gennady Golovkin. Berlanga against John Ryder. There's so many big fights out there for him to prove that he's worthy of the Canelos and the Benavidez's and all those fights. But listen, this kid's a star. You're going to see a massive crowd on Saturday.
All right, so Edgar Berlanga has to prove himself. He got to fight the John Ryders, the Gennady Golovkins, and he said the Jaime Munguias. Now, I like the Jaime Munguia fight. I ain't got no problem with none of that. And then he said the Demetrius Andrade and not the David Benavidez, he got to prove he can fight those guys. What he didn't say, but I noticed what he didn't say. He didn't say Canelo and David Benavidez fighting each other. I don't know what it is, dog. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what it is about Demetrius David Benavidez. They don't want to fight that dude. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. It's something about David Benavidez. He's not Mexican enough. His baby mama, D-Block said that he said something about his wife is she's taking her clothes off on Instagram. He's Ecuadorian. He ain't fought nobody. He got curly hair. He don't have a mariachi band. His baby mama, his wife ain't bow-legged. He got to move up the light heavyweight to fight Dimitri Bivol. Bro, it's like, bro, hey, knock down 305. He say, Coach, they shaking like booty meat. Boy, they shaking like booty meat, boy. The Mexican monster, boy. God damn, boy. Lord have mercy. The Mexican monster? Bro, the Mexican. What, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is about this dude, bro. I don't know what it is about this guy. Let me show you guys something. I have it right here. Edgar Berlanga is a minus 1,300 favorite. Jason Quigley is a plus 700. Meaning, if you put $100 on Jason Quigley, if he wins, you'll win $700. In order to make $100 in this fight, you got against Edgar Berlanga, 1,300 wins you $100. If I'm reading it correctly. So there's no reason why, according to the odds, that doggone Edgar Berlanga should win this fight.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
That's all. Hey, listen. What this stuff ain't no goddamn sense. Dudes running up on Canelo, thinking that they supposed to get a fight with him because you are mandatory. You know what I mean? Canelo have options according to what my dog JBN and D-Block is saying. JBN and D-Block is holding the line. They say Canelo have options, but when you the cash cow in the face of boxing, you do what you want to do. You get what I'm saying?
Who you is, DJ Quick? No, huh? No, I ain't saying Kid Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
So that's what D-Block and JBN is saying. You know what I mean? Who David Benavidez think he is? Who you think he is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, you must be John Ryder. Benavidez, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Benavidez, let me tell you something. If I raise up, it's going to be trouble. Trouble. Now walk it off. Now this is how Canelo is talking to the Mexican monster. True. Hey, what you say, Rod? You say, Coach, what about Berlanga and John Ryder? I would love to see that fight, Rod. Edgar Berlanga and John Ryder would be a good fight. Edgar Berlanga and John Ryder would be an excellent fight. I totally agree with that. fam. And I'm going to tell you another fight. The brother brought it up. Get Jamal Charlo, since he's been out for 2 years, get Jamal Charlo to fight Demetrius Andrade. Because the thing is, if Canelo pick him, you heard Eddie Hearn. That's why I let you guys hear the receipts. Eddie Hearn said that Jamal Charlo is the front runner to fight Canelo in September. So Jamal Charlo is the front runner. Some people are saying that Jamal Charlo is a cherry pick at this point in time in the fight. I think that if Canelo Alvarez picked Jamal Charlo to fight at 168, even though he never had a fight at 168, I think a lot of people, especially the people who don't like the way Canelo is moving, a lot of them will probably be rooting for Jamal Charlo they'll probably come out the woodwork and root for Jamal Charlo because they feel like that Canelo is cherry picking. He's, they feel like he's picking the finest of the cherries at this point in time in Jamal Charlo's life. What do you say, Logic? What do you say, Logician? You say the Four Nation Monster, David Benavidez, USA, Mexico, Honduras, and Ecuador. Okay.
Man, who this little young whippersnapper running all up into my combo? Look at you. You're all wet behind your ears. Breath smelling like Similac. Man, you better go home before you get your little thick ass tossed up.
I want to show you guys something. Where's my flyer? Sorry about that, guys. What did I do with it? I just had it right here. Oh, yeah, I want to show you guys. Hold on. Yeah, I want to show you guys something. There's a network out of Dallas, Texas. I will be in Dallas, Texas soon. I'll let you guys know when I come. There's this guy owns a network in Dallas, Texas. He streamed professional fights around the country. Has his own television network, right? And what he does is when these promoters put on these fight cards, this brother right here, he's able to stream them via satellite and put these fight cards on pay-per-view. You have Fernando Vargas, Fernando Vargas Jr. You see him right here. He's fighting in San Francisco on the 24th. You have Evan Holyfield is fighting on this card as well. Fernando Vargas is fighting Jacobs McCooley. We have Andy Vinces. I don't know if they fight any of these guys down here, right? But we have these 7 fighters right here. Fernando Vargas Jr., he is the headliner, of course. And this is live boxing at the Cow Palace. At the Cow Palace, I think this is in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. This is being promoted by Westside Promotions. You guys can't see it. Westside Promotions right here. Doors open at 5:30. You know what I mean? So if you are in San Francisco, you have a good fight card coming up, right? I'm working with this brother right here. Not the promoter, but the one who's streaming the live feed. Right? Special guest will be James Lights Out Tony. He will be in the building. Michael Nunn and Harry Tillman will be there as well, right? And this is the card I was telling you guys about right here. We have Adrian Granados. This is the fight that me and Anthony Peterson would be at. This fight right here is being held. I told you guys it was in Kansas City. I was wrong about that. This fight is being held in Milwaukee. So Adrian Granados is making the comeback. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. He's fighting Jason Velez. Jason Velez. Sorry about that. Jason Velez. Jason Velez, I looked his record up. He's a journeyman. Some would say that Adrian Granados is a journeyman as well. I spoke to him about 2 weeks ago. I'm supposed to have him on the phone. I'm gonna call him on the show, and so we can talk about his upcoming fight on the 24th. So I just want to let you guys know that this is the fight that I should be at the Expo Center. I think this is on the Indian reservations at the Expo Center this weekend on the 24th in Milwaukee. You see what I'm saying? So the company that's streaming this fight is called DFTV, DFTV Sports. They're out of Dallas, Texas, and he's able to stream fights, put your fights on pay-per-view anywhere in the country. You get what I'm saying? If you got a local fight card and you're trying to get your fight on pay-per-view so people can see it, this brother right here is the one to go to. I will give you guys more information on it, on how to buy the pay-per-view. It's not a lot of money. I think it's like $15 or something of that sort to buy the pay-per-view on these cards. So, it is what it is, guys. So, I just want to promote these other guys. He said, what you say, Latino Perspective? He said, what channel is on? I'll let you know, fam, tomorrow. I'm going to get all that information for you tomorrow on Latino Perspective. I'll let you know tomorrow, fam. I got to get more information on it. But, it's good. It's good to see another, Texas is doing a lot of stuff, bro. When I was in Texas about 2 months ago, in San Antonio, let me tell you, bro, I love San Antonio, fam. Boy, San Antonio is a beautiful city, bro. San Antonio is a beautiful city. The people of San Antonio, and at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, they treated me like family. The people in San Antonio and the people at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in San Antonio, they treated me like family. They looked out for the old boy. They did that there, man.
True.
So I'm gonna give you guys more information about this. But I'm supposed to be me and Anthony Peterson. As a matter of fact, I need to call Anthony Peterson, but I need to call Anthony Peterson. See, I'm gonna see can I get all these guys on the phone tomorrow, okay? I'll do that. I'm gonna see can I get all these guys on the phone tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I didn't even, you know what? I had another half of my show that I wanted to talk about, but I gotta end the show because we done ran 3 hours already. So I'm gonna have to save it for tomorrow. But there was another segment of my show that I did not get to. You get what I'm saying? Because it was just, I'm trying to talk about Edgar Berlanga and Jamal Charlo, stuff like that. And it just the show went left. The show kind of went left. You get what I'm saying? 93 Octane. He said Charles Barkley stay talking ish on San Antonio. Too many bigums. Now, listen, bro. Hey, that ain't true, bro. That ain't true, bro. Listen. San Antonio, but I got a lot of love for San Antonio, boy. For real though. Shout out to Ron from Vermont. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jared from B-More. Hey, okay. Shout out to Casino Light Press ATL 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to James from Richmond, Virginia. Hey, shout out to Jaime from New York. Hey, shout out to Rick from Toronto. Hey, shout out to D-Block from Dallas, Texas 2 times. Hey, shout out to Mason from Flint, Michigan. Hey, shout out to Troy from B-More. Hey, shout out to JBN from Fort Worth, Texas 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to Adrian from LA. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Raphael from New York. Hey, and shout out to Coach Eddie Man from the ATL. Hey, man, y'all, hey, listen, man. All I'm saying, family, this here. I get what y'all saying. Boy, y'all sapsuckers, boy. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Bless. Shout out to Food Revolution. Shout out to Mo Easy. Shout out to my sister Mo Easy. Shout out to L. Harvey, Marty King Boxing, the Boxing Scientist. Shout out to James, Jamie Rivera, Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to Swat Jones, 93 Octane, L. Harvey. Shout out to Mike Butts. Shout out to Eliza Feliciano, AI, Big Rod in the building. Shout out to, who else we got, man? Who else we have here? Shout out to Knockdown 305, Flex BX. Shout out to my brother Rick Timms from Houston Southside. Shout out to Marquis, Curtis Robinson, Hitman 42, El Unico. Shout out to Dim Gaines. Shout out to Corey Bradley. Shout out to James. Shout out to Weedy, Passion for Beauty, Green Eyes P, Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to JC, Bill, Clint Adams. I didn't even get a chance to do the second half of my show, man. We got to do it tomorrow, man. It is what it is. But y'all, boy, y'all always make the show go there.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
For all those who feel that Canelo fans is putting him in the witness protection program. Shout out to MK. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Bill. If you feel that Canelo fans they are putting him in the witness protection program, they say when it comes to David Benavidez, he's ducking, he's dodging, they making excuses. He don't want to fight the Mexican monster. David Benavidez got to fight King Kong, Donkey Kong, Godzilla, Mothra, Voltron, Ultraman, Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, Soundwave, Starscream, Ravage, the Dinobots, Grimlock, the Powerpuff Girls, Mojo Jojo. If you feel like all of these obstacles are being put in the way by Canelo fans, you know what I mean? When it comes to the Mexican monster, I want to say a special prayer for you guys today.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
And I want to say this here. If you are a tenderoni and you looking to have a baby from King Kongalicious, I got a special PSA message from Dr. Umar Johnson.
Sister Danielle, when are we going to have a Garvey baby? Lord have mercy, Sister Danielle. You must not have heard me. Sister Danielle wants to have a Garveyite baby with King Kongalicious. Sister Danielle, and she fine too. Look at them eyes. Sister Danielle, listen, baby. We got to build the nation first. If I give up all my testosterone, I won't have no energy to build the nation. I got to build first, okay? We must build before the back shots. We must handle the business before the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. It is revolution over the romance. Sister Danielle wants to have a baby with King Kongalicious. She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets. But Sister Danielle, stay focused, my sister. Understand, overstand, and understand that the building, the nation building must come before the back shots. I said the nation building must come before the back shots. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused. We must stay focused.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all today. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused when it comes to the sport of boxing. Brothers and sisters, it's a must that we stay focused when it comes to the sport of boxing. We do not condone ducking and cherry picking. We do not condone ducking and cherry picking unless it's me. I reserve the right to duck and cherry pick as I see fit. I do reserve the right to duck and cherry pick as I see fit. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all about preserving my O. Everybody knows that I'm 23-0 in the hood. Coach Malachi is 23-0 in the hood. And I plan on being 24-0 on July the 29th when I get one of these sapsuckers who been hating, calling in the show, threatening the old boy. You know, we do this for the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You ought to know what time it is, man.
You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't. You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
Block told me to tell y'all, D-Block told me to tell y'all may not like Canelo Alvarez, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. I'll drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
If you ask me, is Canelo ducking the Mexican monster? If you ask me that when it comes to the Mexican monster, Canelo was doing everything in his power not to fight him, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Hey, shout out to T-Coach, shout out to Weedy, shout out to Eric Gutierrez, Big Sarge, salute to you, fam. You know, shout out to Corey Bradley. Corey say, respect the duck. Get that while you can. Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him good.
Fuck with your soul and ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
Anybody, and we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know. Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
You know, they say that some Canelo fans are very upset at the hate and the disrespect. Shout out to School of X-Man. The hate and the disrespect and the vitriol that's coming from some of you fans. Some of you guys are driving Canelo fans crazy with all of the hate and the vitriol that you coming with. Some would say that when it come to David Benavidez's name, the Canelo fans, they move in some type of way. Some would say that the Canelo fans are moving some type of way when it comes to the Mexican monster. And some would say that the guys who want to see the Mexican monster and David and Canelo fight each other, some would say that they smell something.
Smell something, man. You smell something?
I definitely smell something in my hair.
I smell pussy.
That's what I ain't saying. That's what they saying. You feel me? Some would say that you gotta fight the #1 contender.
Now I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
Some people in the chat are advocating that we send them goons at Canelo. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that some of the people in the chat are advocating that if Canelo don't want to come to David Benavidez and fight David Benavidez, some would say that David Benavidez need to send them goons at Canelo and bring him to the negotiating table and make him fight.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard. They be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust. Niggas gonna bust.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, hey, shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time it is. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I got a video dropping tomorrow too, man. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.